There's no one in the. They can hear us now. They couldn't hear us before.
Okay. Well, I was just curious, and I saw some people in the thing. I just put out a tweet.
Oh, let me turn it off.
You can retweet that, one of you. That would be awesome. I guess Chinny probably a better bet for that since Stu's busy.
I don't have Twitter.
Yeah, well. Yeah, I don't have Twitter anymore. Don't do Twitter it.
Well,
Twitter it. Do not Twitter it.
That's fine. I don't really care. I just think it would be good for our official account to send out the tweet about our game.
I don't do Twitter no more.
It doesn't do no
You're too cool for that.
Twitter.
Do you do TikTok, Chinny?
I don't make it in TikTok, so I watch it.
Yeah. Instagram? Because we could have a Veteran Gamers Instagram. Or
we do.
Oh, we do? Okay. I don't ever go
We
on
do.
Instagram.
How
Instagram,
funny
on
is that?
Facebook.
Didn't
Like, for me,
even
it's
know.
Twitter, it's Duolingo.
Duolingo.
That's it. That's pretty much the only social media I use. I mean, it's the Duolingo isn't social media. Twitter's the only social
I
media.
don't know where my
really
phone is, so I'm going to have to find it because...
It's fine.
Hold on.
And the raccoon was trying to chew the ear off of the pig. Just doing those little things to include in the.
Yeah. And Chinny was trying to do a COVID test by sticking the swab up his ass. Oh fuck! What have I done there now?
I don't know what you've done.
Oh, I know what I did. That's it. Right, specials. Fuck you know. I'm just going to go the opposite way. You know what? I'm just going to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's easier
That's
than
perfectly
typing. I
sensible.
like
That's
that.
what I did.
I like that fucking idea. Right. Well, these aren't in an actual order. They're just so I don't suppose it matters. I'll go from the top.
Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just a minute. I'm not done yet.
All right, I wasn't fucking egging you on to start.
Fucking hell, man.
You big
Jesus
twat.
Christ. I fucking stop being so impatient.
Happy New Year to you, you fucker.
Yeah. Fucking twat.
Yeah. I rang in the new year with a fun mix.
Yeah, you did, and you stayed right till the end. I was very impressed.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was fun. It was good. The
No, you
Duchess
said
was
that's a
way
no,
into the
isn't it? That's a
choices.
no, innit? I can tell.
If I don't like something, you know I'll let you know. Why are you
All
assuming
right,
that I'm
okay.
gonna be secretive?
Everyone was very impressed at the Duchess new stone roses, I have to say.
Yeah, well, one person was impressed.
People were impressed.
Everyone.
Everybody, that was everybody. I did all right. Do you know, at one point I had, believe it or not,
75.
22 people watching.
Dude.
I know. I was like, yes. 20.
All right, you done there,
I've made it.
Stu?
What? Two more. I'm very close.
No,
I'm
there's
very
people
close.
waiting in the lobby for us. to
I
start.
know. They'll be fine. They can wait. It's worth waiting
FYI,
for.
in the future, is it though?
Yeah, totally.
It's more on them, Duke, if they're waiting, really.
Well,
Yeah, it's up to them to
Well,
wait. If they don't want to wait,
But
tough
I
shit.
sent out a tweet saying, "Hey, we're starting the show now."
Well,
I
we
even
are.
wrote, "Get in
Kind
here."
of. Now, can I just say, for my last, there's two. There's a reason there's two, though. So we'll
Oh, well,
Fucking
as
hell.
long as
explain. I'll explain. I'll
Thank God you
explain.
explained that.
We know what they
to
are.
us now.
Oh, shit. Hold up.
Just-
Shitting hell, I've done it wrong.
Shitting bollocks.
Shitting fucking bollocks. Fine. I'll do
reverse
five.
orders, Stu.
1. No, because these aren't anything, if you will. These are just not in any particular order.
It's so laborious.
Right, I'm nearly done.
Okay. All right, here's a Ask Reddit thread. What short sentence does every man want to hear? Let's see what the top comment is. Oh, that's interesting. You know what? That doesn't surprise me. This sort of thing comes up on Reddit a lot. The top comment is, "You look nice." A simple, unsolicited compliment on my appearance.
There we
makes
go.
my day.
I'm done. I'm having a Chris
Okay,
now
well
to
done.
celebrate being done.
Okay, being done. Woo! Are we ready to start then?
That's all.
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Let's start the motherfucking show, bitch.
Here we go, people. Come on, it's happening.
Welcome yo to the veteran gamers. Juju, Ginny,
So,
and friends. Tell
ain't you guys
about
gonna
the
ask me about my
games
hat?
playing this week. News, reviews, and an indie pick. Stu story time and Chinny's game breakers. Here comes
no more video games because they cause stress and they raise your heart rate.
More stress than being a police officer?
Jake, I've seen you play Mario Party.
Wario cheese!
Stupid game.
Are you flashing it back and forth on purpose, Jenny?
No, what are we talking about?
Switch that console up before you have to
Giving me a
press
headache.
repeat, yo.
Do not give these guys things that make sounds. No. No props that make noises. They cannot stop using them.
Hello and welcome to episode 626 of the Veteran Gamers Podcast.
Yay! It's like 242, except like +4 on all accounts. No.
Yeah,
Reverse-
sort of,
yeah, but
kind of.
it's two- Yeah, kind of. For all intents
Really
and purposes,
right.
we're gonna never stop. Spy via spy. I'm Duke.
I'm Stu.
And I'm worried. So in the chat we have Big Hoss 89, Ian Williams, Trite.
Right off the bat, we got people. What's up,
So
people?
so we've got a lot to do today, haven't we, Stuart?
It's the
Now?
year in review.
We're fucking about. Right.
We ain't
none of
fucking
this-
about.
Happy New Year.
And we just podcasted like 3 days ago, so
2022. Fucking
Happy
get on
freaking
with it.
New Year.
Motherfucking New Year.
Fucking bam, bam, bam. You know how I saw
Fucking-
the New Year,
yeah.
by the way?
Not listen. Hey, I'll tell you how you didn't see it. Listening to my mix.
Well, let me
weren't
tell you what.
fucking
Well,
in there.
I had people round.
probably
I
had a good
company.
reason.
I had
They
company.
like
Yeah,
fucking
you-
music. People want to party. What's the matter with
not
you?
You're
house
playing fucking music?
Not house
Uh,
music.
You're like Marvin Gaye. Let's get it on.
Yeah, a
so,
bit of
so
Marley.
I bought a box of like fireworks, one that you light and then it goes off in sequence. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
All right, yeah.
And
Like Jake on Brooklyn
we-
Nine-Nine.
I was rushing because it was like 5 minutes to 12. I was like, oh shit. And we've got a green outside our house. I was like, I'm just going to light it on there. It's probably breaking the law, but no one cares. So I went out there and it was so muddy and my trainers were so wrecked.
Oh no.
And then I got the fuse and I pulled it out by accident.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Oh no.
And I was like, oh shit. So I jammed
That's what
it.
she said. Pulled it out by
I,
So
I-
did you use a blowtorch then?
I jammed it in. I jammed the fuse back,
Oh,
back
yeah.
in. I was like,
Yeah,
hopefully
you
that'll
jammed it in.
work. And I lit it and it did nothing. And then everybody was
jeez.
like,
This is
"Happy
the
New
shittest
Year."
Thanks for
firework
ruining the New
display.
Year.
And,
ever.
and I tried to light the box on fire. I thought that might work,
Just get a blowtorch.
but it didn't really work. And then basically I've just ruined everybody's year.
You just ruined everyone's New Year.
You
though.
really suck!
So that was
You
that
suck,
was my
Chinny.
Well done,
introduction
Chinny.
to 2022.
Yeah, well
so
done.
you never got them lit.
No.
Nope.
Wow.
Well done
so
for
you have
being
a box of
shit.
like fireworks that are just sitting there.
They're just sitting there. I don't know what to do with them. I should take them back, maybe.
You should make a barrel fire and just put it over it, and then eventually they'll go up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
think.
My dad said just put newspaper around it and just set it on fire. It'll go. I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't
might
know
not
if
have
that's
been a good
safe
idea.
though, Dad.
Well, of course it's not
Probably
safe.
not,
But it was,
probably
what's
not.
worse, being unsafe and having them go off, or being safe and having them never go off? Come on, think
Yeah.
like an American.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good idea. I like that.
Trite is here from the Snooker 19 live stream play along days. That's commitment, baby. That is commitment. But there's some people who are here from the over 35 days, which is huge.
Yeah,
commitment.
that is a huge.
2008, 2009.
Yeah.
Right, so
Come back when
Yeah.
you've been with us for 10 years.
come
my friend.
back when you.
Not
you,
that we're not happy you're here. I mean, we like
you
you.
filed
having
for
you.
your old age pension.
That's right.
Right, we got a lot
Yeah.
to do. We got
Yeah,
Game
we have.
of the Year talks. So if you're
Game of the
listening,
Year. We got other miscellaneous awards as well.
if you're listening in the chat, right, what we want you to do is maybe email in your top 5 games of the year. It doesn't have to be games that
There
were
you go.
released this year, just your favourite games that you played. So podcast at
right.
veterangamers.co.uk.
Yeah.
Email them in, we'll read them out. But
We can
we've
talk
got-
about
Although
that
I'll
next
say,
week, can't
I
we? Yeah.
chose only games that I played that came out this year for my games.
Wow,
of the year.
I
Wow.
did too.
FYI.
I did too.
I have a
didn't.
list of games that
I
were
did not,
new to
because that
me.
would be a short list for me. So,
I struggled to find 5, to be honest, but
Yeah.
nevertheless,
Yeah.
it happened.
Ian Williams, he's from the over 35 days. He's listening tonight. Lovely.
He is.
He
What
is.
up, Ian?
Ian!
What up, everybody? Thank you for joining
Okay.
us. This is an exciting night.
I'm
Right
eating
then.
Doritos, so I'm sorry if I sound crunchy.
I'm eating
I've got
a peanut
snacks.
butter and jelly sandwich. I got mad snacks. I kidded out after last week when I was all out of snacks. I got wheat thins. I got M&Ms. I got what else do I got? I got other.
I'm
things too.
trying these, which are Doritos version
Oh,
of
yeah.
Pringles.
Pringles, yeah.
Pringles, yeah. I got some
Yeah.
M&Ms,
Wrong with
peanut
that.
I
brand.
got, look, I got a T
and
for
I got
one. T for one, Stu.
Cupcakes.
T for one.
So
What have you got?
One.
You put that.
Look
on
at
there,
that. Ooh.
And you put the T, and you put the T in like.
Oh my god!
And then there's
I like
another
that.
little teapot inside the teapot.
There you go.
Very
There
nice.
you go. All right.
Look
So,
at that
we're ready
cheese.
to start. That was the story time, people.
Where are you going?
Right.
Story time's over, isn't it?
And we're not doing what you've been playing, so I don't know what music to play.
I don't know. I'm not doing what you've been
Year
playing
in
all
review.
year.
It's
Year in review,
Come on,
motherfucker.
come on.
Yeah, year in review.
Come on.
Year
Yeah.
in review.
Yeah.
Who wants to start with their number 5?
I don't know. I don't care. Who's going?
I'll start with my number 5
Okay.
game of the year. Or should I do my special award, my first special
No,
award?
we'll do them in between. We're doing those.
Yeah,
in
do
between.
your number 5.
Okay.
I think.
Number
Okay.
5.
My number 5 game of the year. I will do some drum rolling between these.
I'm
So-
excited.
Is Patron.
What?
What?
Patron.
No, you
is-
pronounce no. You pronounce that wrong, Duke. It's Patreon. We get cash
No.
for that.
We don't get that. That's different. Although if you search for "Let's Play Patron," you're gonna get Google saying, Do you mean let's talk about Let's Play Patreon?" No, it does sound like that, and that's maybe why they shouldn't have chosen that as the name of the game. But it is not that name.
I don't even remember
Patrick-
you playing this.
Well, I did. I didn't play very much. I played the demo, but I did play it.
How does that
And-
count?
What do you mean? How does it count? Is it a video
Counts.
game? Yes. Did it come out this year? Yes. Did
Anything
I enjoy it?
counts.
Yes.
Did you finish it?
Why don't you?
Doesn't matter.
I finished the demo. Why don't you shush, Stu? Damn. Are we going to be interrogating each other based on our choices?
least
Oh,
I've
let me know
finished
if
the
that's the
games in
rule.
my
Fine,
list.
I'll be ready to. Never mind. Just drink your whatever you're drinking and eat
Bailey's.
your snacks.
I'm on Bailey's, man.
Right. Anyway, Patron is a city builder
Oh yeah.
that is like Banished. But
Yeah.
these games have such weird names. But the difference is with Patron, right? The difference with Patron is that it has a tech tree. So whereas in Banished, you reach a certain point where you've got your village going and you're, getting stone, you're getting your wood, you're trading with the ships that come into port every once in a while. That's about as far as you can go with it. With this game, there's a huge tech tree, and you'll be researching stuff and adding parts to your community for a very long time. And I haven't been, I don't know. I'm not the type of person who really gets into games that have big tech trees. By the way, side note, that was a joke about Factorio.
joke.
I finished Factorio! I launched the spaceship.
I think you'll be talking about that when you get to number 1, Duke?
No,
Maybe.
because that didn't come out this year.
Oh.
Oh, no, it didn't. Yeah, but we always said if it's just your favorite game
Yeah, I
this
know,
year,
but
it
I
doesn't-
don't set that rule for myself. It's in my
Okay,
best
okay.
of the past list.
All right.
All right.
But anyway.
All right.
Anyway, so Patron, yeah, it's I haven't really been yearning for this kind of game, but I will buy it soon, probably when it goes on sale. But the demo's really solid. It works very well. It works just like Banished. They took Banished and said, let's just add a tech tree, and then that's what they have. And it's very smooth. The graphics are good. There's a cartoony version of Banished that's out too, but I like this a little more because it's you kind of want some precision when you're playing a game like this. There's a place in the world for cartoony versions of this game, but I think the precision versions are better. So,
Okay.
yeah, so it's I didn't play a lot of games this year, but among the ones that I did play, this was one of the
I'll be
best.
honest, I do not remember this at all.
That's okay. I'm not mad because
I
you don't
remember it.
remember this game.
I remember
didn't
it.
play
I
very
remember you had like your sort of city builder phase not long
Yeah.
2 months ago, didn't you?
Sure. Yeah. Well,
I
I've
remember.
always enjoyed a good city builder. I
Yeah,
got
but you had like a big wave of them like every week.
Yeah,
I
you
do
did.
have these cycles of interest. I got now. I want to do science fiction games now. I want to do, a racing game or whatever. So.
You've still never done underwater submarine games,
I
though, have you?
still never have done Subnautica. I know when I play it, I'll be just like with Factorio.
Yeah, you
guys,
will.
Amazing.
You will. I think you'll love it, and I'm just.
And
shocked.
now I'm trolling you, just not playing on
Shocked.
purpose in order
I
to make
know,
you angry.
shocked.
Yeah. So Patron, number 5, my game of the year.
Very
50.
good.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank
Do you want me to go next? Shall I go next?
Why
Sure.
not?
I'm just gonna fucking go next.
Mad.
My number 5 is
Hang on, drum roll, please.
The Medium.
No.
I must admit, right?
I a lot of game of the year lists.
Yeah, I had the Medium. I had a few games in my number 5 spot, I must admit, but this is the one that settled there. So yes, I played. This is I'd even forgotten I'd played it, right? And then I'm looking through all the stuff I played this year, and I'm like, oh yeah, I really quite like that. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a medium. Little Nightmares 2 was nearly there in the number 5 spot, but that came out in December last year, so he got ruled out because it wasn't quite in this year.
I forgot this game even came out.
I know. See, everyone forgets. But do you know what? It was an ambitious game that didn't quite hit the mark all the time. But
this was a launch game, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. It was. But it was well done. But it was a little bit heavy rainish control wise, so that got a little bit of
wanky jank.
Yeah, it was a bit wanky jank.
Yeah,
a little bit of getting used to. But story-wise, I really enjoyed it, and it did look pretty good.
Medium.
It looked pretty good. Because this was kind of a launch title, weren't it, for the PS5 stroke Xbox Series X, wasn't
this
it?
Was
I
like,
think.
They'll check out the graphics, man.
Oh, not long after it launched.
Look how much her coat collars are flapping around.
I know. Just look at it.
Look annoying me.
Look at the light blue.
Is she in a fucking wind tunnel, this woman?
The light bloom off the reflections from the light. No, it does look pretty cool. And like I say, story-wise, it's pretty good. And I quite enjoyed it. I like a good story-driven, just third-person narrative type game.
It's a spooky dooky game.
And it was spooky-ish. It wasn't scary as such, really.
No.
But it was pretty good.
It wasn't shit your pants scary.
No, but it had a good gimmick.
But it was, a little bit of Wii came out scary.
Yeah. But it was the gimmick that sold the game, which was this kind of, you can switch between the real world and the spirit world.
So this is Silent Hill, really, isn't it? This game?
Yeah, it is Silent Hill. It was cool, but it's set in some weird holiday park thing, like where they did weird experiments on kids and stuff.
IGN gave this a 9 out of 10. I thought it was. Most of the people I knew who played it were like, "Nah," but
no, it's good.
People
I liked it. It definitely deserved the spot on my top 5. And the voice acting was good.
Got a lot of attention,
yeah.
When it came out, maybe because it was a launch game, but yeah, it got a lot.
Metacritic has it around 75 in all 3 platforms.
Yeah, which I would agree with. I reckon it's a 7 out of 10. It's a solid 7.
Yeah.
Or if it was a noise, it would be a. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
a squeaky step.
Yeah, squeaky step of a game. I like that. It's a squeaky step.
Red Van Man in the chat says, I'm crossing over 55 age group on Wednesday, Vintage Gamer.
Yeah,
there you
welcome
go. No
to
longer
old
a
age.
veteran.
I guess you're older than me, so I can't really say. Yeah, we're veterans of the gaming lifestyle. In case we didn't make that clear.
By the way, I'm only 5 months off 50. By the way,
how about that?
I know. But yeah, that's my number 5. Over to you, Chinny, I guess, for your number 5.
Yeah, no problem. And let me just put my T for 1 down. Okay, so my number 5, I forgot what it is. Yes. You put yours next to mine, Stu. That's really annoying. Okay.
I have.
So you have. My number 5 is a game that I played at the very start of the year. It's Monster Train.
Oh God, yeah, I remember you playing
Monster Train.
Yes, that came out this year. Or are you choosing games that came
I'm choosing
out
whatever the fuck I played,
Okay, that's fine.
Eric, because
That's fine.
otherwise,
That's fine. Never mind.
I would have
He's
one.
choosing whatever the fuck he
Yes.
likes.
I would have
It
one.
came out last year. It came out in 2020, so you're not too far.
I'd have
That's
one
okay.
game on my list, Eric.
Right.
If
Yes.
yeah, I did that.
That's okay. Go on.
So this is Monster Train. This is a card battler game. So it's a turn-based card battling game. I don't really like turn-based games, but I do like card battling turn-based games. I don't know why.
Yeah.
They scratch an itch, and Slay the Spire was the one that preceded this. It wasn't the same developers, but it was the one that was like, oh shit, I like these things. And I just got massively addicted to Monster Train at the start of the year. I remember it like this because it was our 3rd lockdown, wasn't it, Stu?
It was
in last year, and I remember just playing this a lot, maybe during work hours as well. And
this and poker.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed this, and it's I played it for a good probably about 3-4 weeks, and it's just it's a basic card battler game where you you work your way through, you get so far, then it's like the roguelike element where you have to start again. But it's got a really good system because you're on a train, but it goes up and up and up, so you have to kind of defeat different levels of bad guys. So it's not just like one level. You have to beat the first level. Imagine like you're in a lift, I suppose, and you have to beat level 1, then level 2, then level 3, but they all sort of have a turn at the same time. It sounds more complicated. I'm making it sound like more complicated than it is.
God, that sounds so complicated.
It's not.
The main gameplay loop is what? Pick a card and play it.
Pick a card, play it, and pick some characters. Play them. Like so the cards are attributed to characters. Powers are attributed to cards.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's each card has a currency. You get another currency every turn. So it's like basic stuff. But what's so good about it is the presentation, the graphics, the UI.
Yeah,
it's all sort of well put together. Like I feel like its presentation and interface is so intuitive and easy to understand that anybody can sort of pick it up if they give it a go. So yeah, it's really good. So Monster Train is one.
Slay the Spire is one of those ones that it just keeps coming up on the gaming suggestions Reddit.
Yeah, it's great.
So
yeah,
if this is that same.
Slay the Spire is just a bit. It's just a bit like. I think it was made by like 1 or 2 people or something. It was really, it's really basic. But this is like, I don't know, like somebody saw Slay the Spire and just went, like made a way bigger game out of it. And I think this is better. But Slay the Spire is also very good. But Monster Train, I played that this year.
They're both $10 on Steam right now.
Yeah, I think Monster Train's on Game Pass as well. So,
okay, yeah,
I think so. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I bought it. So, yeah.
Here's a little trivia about Monster Train. It was nominated to the Game Awards 2020 in the category Best Strategy/Tactics. However, the winner was Crusader Kings 3.
Yeah. So that's my number 5.
There you go. All right, now we're doing special awards.
Special awards.
Okay, here
special
comes
awards.
special.
So just to explain the special awards, we've picked our own special award. And what I was going to do, I don't know if you two are going to do this, but I'm going to say what my award is.
Yeah.
And then I want you guys to guess.
To try and guess the game.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So.
I'm special.
There you go. My first special award is Turd of the Year.
Oh.
Yeah. So for this game, the salutation is.
You really suck.
And the runner-up Turd of the Year, by the way, is also a game that Stu recommended to me.
Oh, wow!
The runner-up is The Good Life, and the Turd of the Year game is Lake. What a turd of a game. For those who don't remember, Lake is about a woman who goes back to her hometown and drives a delivery truck for the post office.
I like that game.
I know you do, but you're not talking right now. I'm talking because that game, among other things, the story was...
The story is garbage.
Story sucked. Dialogue sucked. The writing sucked. The voice acting sucked. The gameplay sucked. The visuals were fine. It was a good-looking game. The driving sucked. Everything about it sucked. It was a big turd of a game. Don't go near Lake.
So, Ginny, that guessing the game worked well, didn't it?
Oh, yeah,
I think
that's
you wanted
right.
to get it out.
I think you
No, I
think you
forgot.
did.
I just totally forgot. It was my bad. What we're going to do is we're going to say the name of the award, and then we're going to see if we can guess what
I think it might be Lake, Stu. I don't know.
I think it might be Lake your turn of the year. Is it Lake?
Did we get it right?
How did you know?
I know. Do you know what's funny? I'm sat here thinking, what game could it be that I can guess? And then you just told us.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
I messed up. My bad.
It's okay.
Well,
Never
it's
mind.
fine.
Never mind.
Right, shall I do mine?
I'll get it right next time.
It's a similar
Yeah,
theme.
Stu's first special category.
It's a similar theme because mine is Fuck This Game I'm Done award.
Yeah, I got a sound clip for that too. It's under the Chinny list, I think. Yeah, here we go.
I just want to say, fuck this game. I'm done.
Fuck this game. I'm done.
But you played it, but you decided, fuck this, I'm done.
I played a lot of it.
Is it a game you could have finished?
Well, yeah, of a fashion.
Or is it more like Rocket League where you just play it a bunch?
No, it can be finished.
It has a story. Okay.
Not really, but it can be finished.
Well, it can be finished.
Did it come out this year?
It doesn't have a story.
No.
Oh.
But you played it this year.
I played a lot of it this year, yeah.
Played a lot of it this year.
Fuck
Is it the
this
mountain
game.
climbing game?
Nope.
Because you did give up on that, it seems. I mean, you give up on a lot of games, to be fair.
It is
I don't
true.
know if you often say, fuck this game, I'm done.
No. Most of the time it's because something else
No,
shiny.
most of the
comes
time
Something
it's,
else right.
it's
Yeah.
fuck this game. What's this new game?
Yeah, right.
That is exactly what happens.
Sun's no longer in my eyes.
Can I
so
just say
can't
you
look at the
two
line.
both love this game?
Oh,
There's a clue.
Did we play it this year?
Yes. Yeah, you
Huh.
play quite often, do.
Oh,
Chinny
you're talking about
played
Red Dead Online.
No, Chinny played. No, I've never played that. Chinny played a lot of this year.
Mass Effect Andromeda?
No. You're never going to guess it.
Call of
I
Duty.
don't know. No. Have I played that? No.
I don't know.
I played a lot of this game this year.
Yeah. And so did Ginny. Ginny played
Rocket League?
hours and hours of this game this year.
Did I?
This year.
Hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and like
Of it
hours.
this year.
Dozens
This
of
year.
hours.
Oh,
Dozens.
Yes.
I've got it.
What is it?
Fucking dozens.
Minecraft.
It is.
Oh. You said, fuck this game, I'm done with Minecraft.
Yeah. You know
How do you
what?
finish Minecraft? What are you talking about?
You can't finish Minecraft.
That's a bad answer. As Ziggy once said,
I
bad
said,
advice. You
in-
fuckers gave me bad
In my
advice.
defense, I did say of a fashion because it can be
Can't finish
finished.
this Minecraft. No, it
It
can't.
can be finished.
How do you finish it?
I've no idea, but there's a video.
Then what are you talking about?
Because I've linked to a YouTube video that says finishing Minecraft. So I'm
Yeah,
guessing it can
presumably
be
it's
finished.
killing the Ender Dragon, but that's not.
Well, that's
finishing.
finishing it, is it not?
No, because what do you do with the things you get from killing the
I don't
Ender
know.
Dragon? Well, you can craft things with it.
But this
you're
is
not
an
done, are you?
example of why I'm done. If Chinny plays a
Go
video,
ahead.
I'll explain.
Okay, go ahead. Explain.
Because I'll be honest, right? There's too much fucking digging. There's too much. Getting that little fucking
There is a lot of
spade
digging, yeah.
and digging shit up to build shit.
In a mining
Right?
game.
You know what
is,
though?
It
That is. I mean, that's the name of the game, literally.
And then fucking Duke, who complains constantly, right, about Zelda and stuff breaking. And then he fucking plays
true.
Minecraft and shit breaks all the time, right?
It's
And
true.
then you
That's true,
mouse
it
from
does.
anywhere,
However,
right? And you've got to fucking
however,
then try and figure out how to get back. And at one point, I got completely lost, miles from anywhere. And I'm like, I don't even know how to get back to where I started.
you know what, or Stu, whatever your name is.
Why is
Here's
there no
the thing.
fast travel?
I hear
in
you.
this
I hear
game?
you. But here's the thing. Why is there no what?
Fast travel.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. I really urge you to, if you don't, do you have the PC version?
I do. I have both.
Okay. Here's the thing. I would love for you to join me on the Lilac Minecraft server because, first of all, there are repair gems coming out of your ears when you play on that
Yeah,
server.
yeah.
So your items won't
Out
break.
of every orifice.
Out of
Secondly,
every-
there's
ears,
an economy
nose,
there's
ass.
an economy system, so you can buy all the iron you need. You can buy all the stuff you need and get money doing things you'd rather be doing.
Hmm.
And there's a fast travel system. There's teleporting. There's home commands.
Buzzing.
So all those things that you don't like, and I understand why you don't like those things about Minecraft. I hear you. I'm with you. But there's ways around them if you play on modded servers. They're not even really modded servers because you don't have to
So,
install any mods on your
I
own.
hear you, Duke. I do, right?
Yes. Yes.
But here's what I'm saying.
But I have a ready response on why
When-
I won't be taking you up on
When
that.
I play the game, right,
Yeah.
I think it's kind of fun, I guess, right? And I did enjoy building my big house on the side of a mountain, and
Mhm.
everybody helped, which was cool.
Mhm.
But then I look back on it, I think, why the fuck did I waste all that time?
Were you having fun when you were building it?
I don't know. I thought,
I don't know if I was having fun.
I don't know whether I,
mean, look,
did or not.
I understand what you're saying.
It's a
What I would say is
confusing game.
the
I'm
reason I have
confused.
fun, and you're right, there's no sense of accomplishment in the same way of like, you know, you finished the story or like you beat the boss or whatever it is. But the way I look at it is I built something that is aesthetically pleasing to me.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the process of building it. And now, like a sand mandala from Tibetan monks, it all gets wiped away, and we start.
Right, here's another example of
The fuck are you talking about?
why I don't who knows why I don't like it. Right, do you know the first
Somebody
time
out there
like,
tell me
say-
you know what a sand mandala is from Tibetan monks. Go on.
right, say the first time you go and see something amazing like, I don't know, Mount Everest base camp. Right, I've
Yeah.
never been and seen that, but I imagine
You haven't? You're not a mountain climber? In real
I
life?
know. I imagine
Huh.
seeing that for the first time is like kind of cool,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
And seeing the server with all that shit built in it, it's kind of cool,
Yeah.
right? But if you'd say been to base camp 25 times,
Yeah.
you'd probably be a bit more like, oh yeah, base camp.
Yeah. Sure.
And that's kind of how I feel like now about Minecraft. I'm like, it was super cool seeing all that shit the first time, but now I'm just like, Statue of Trinity was cool. Big hotel was cool. But now you just walk past it like it's another tree or something.
I hear you. I hear you. Here's the thing. For me, Minecraft is all about allowing your imagination to come to life. So I like to make roller coasters because I can be creative with them. I like to make towers out of, different things and put patterns on stuff. And I think that the more imagination you have and the better the game is. And I think that when I have a project that I'm working on, Minecraft is the greatest thing ever. If I don't have a project I'm working on, then I'm just like, whatever, why should I bother playing? So I've been logging into this. Yeah,
See,
I've been logging into
my
this
point of
server
view.
over and over again for the last week, but I haven't really done anything except log in, get my daily reward, vote 5 times so I can get the daily rewards for those, and then log out.
Yeah.
So I need a project for the Minecraft server.
I
again.
just
And helping
can't-
you
I'll be
build a
honest.
home could be that project.
I can't see myself going back and playing it.
I
at the
don't
mo-
blame you.
I don't
understand.
miss it, right?
Yeah.
And it's weird when I was
That's
coming
fine.
up with my awards. That's the first time I've thought about it in ages,
Yeah.
and that's partly why I thought, yeah, this is the perfect game for that award because
That's fine.
I have no urge at all to play it again.
That's fine.
Yeah, so there you go. That's mine.
I'm just not a creative person. That's
I'm
all
no
right.
creative person. No, Chitty, over to you.
Your
Right,
first
we're on
special award.
Specials, right? okay.
Yeah.
I'm special.
So specials are. Let me see.
You tell us the name of the award. We try to guess what game it is.
Okay.
Don't
yeah.
do like I did.
Yeah, don't know what I do.
The name of the award is the game I keep playing, but I don't know why.
Minecraft.
No.
That would work for Minecraft.
I think it
I don't know
might.
that anybody can tell you why they play Minecraft.
I think about
Game I
Call of
keep playing, I
Duty
don't know why.
Warzone.
It is
Yeah, probably.
Call
It
of
is Call of
Duty
Duty Warzone.
Warzone.
Hey, that were a good first guess.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's a bit cheeky, really, because I do know why I play it. It's basically my social game. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's the
Yeah.
game that I play when
Now, are you playing with people you know, or are you social? with the
I only play with
randos?
people I know. So I will never
Okay.
play this game on my own.
I was gonna say, you're not gonna have very good social interactions with
No.
randos in the
I mean,
lobby.
it's very, very rare that I'll play it on my own. But yeah, I only
Yeah.
play it with people I know, and it always turns out to be a good laugh. It's good fun. I enjoy it. The new map on Warzone is something new recently.
This is the Pacific thing, yeah.
The Pacific map. I'm not somebody who fears change. So when they delete the old map, I'm not one of these kind of people that go, "Oh, they fucking changed everything. Fucking hell. Why the
Well,
fuck?"
they probably do that because they knew the map very well, and so they had an edge on the other players who didn't
Yeah,
know it so
I mean,
well.
I
Now they
think
start off in the same.
If you're playing Warzone like 2 years after, I mean, everybody knows
Yeah.
the fucking map at this point.
Right.
Yeah,
it's probably
but it's nice. I like it when they change stuff. But I do struggle with this map because it is very hilly. There's lots of hills.
It looks vertical. Yeah, like
lots of
verticality is
rough
a big part of
terrain.
it, yeah.
Very difficult to get up, and you get trapped all the time. Maybe
Yeah.
that's by design. Maybe, but I'm still wank at the game. But
Have you had? When was the last time you had a chicken dinner or whatever they call it when you win?
well, not today, but today we came third, second, third, and fifth today.
Wow.
So we were
nice
very
work.
close, but we've never.
How many teams are usually in a game? Because there's 100 players, right?
Well, if you go into, I can tell you like Warzone stats. Do you want to know what Warzone stats?
Okay. Why
Whoa.
not? Let's hear them.
We didn't even know they had stats.
Yeah, there's a stat tracker. so
every
you
game
can...
has stats. You just don't often look at them.
Oh yeah, I can't.
When I beat Factorio, for instance, it told me that my gameplay took 33 hours to get the goddamn rocket in the air, and that's with no enemies. Imagine how long it'll take me when there's enemies
I
attacking.
might not be. Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So today, yeah, third, second, third, fifth, 10th, 64th. That wasn't very good.
Wow.
I mean, I haven't done that well, really, when you compare it
Yeah.
to other people, but I've had 7 wins in total. This is
Okay.
lifetime.
That's nothing to sneeze at.
And how many games have
I've
you
never had
played,
one.
though?
I've played. Let's have a look. All right, here we go. So.
Here we go.
Oh, God. There we are.
I'm gonna guess there's like 600 games that you've played.
I'm just trying to find out. Like,
I think it's more than that.
Maybe they don't track how many games you've played. Maybe they just track kills, wins.
I'm
How many
sure
kills
they
do you have?
do. I mean,
Hours? Have you got hours played?
so I've got my win percentage is 1.9. I've been in the top 10.
I'd love to know what the highest win percentage.
I've been in the top 10 120 times.
Oh, that's not
Wow!
easy, is it?
Check out this stat. I've got
Go on.
889 kills, but I've also got 889 deaths.
Wow, that's
Whoa,
impressive.
your kill to death ratio is exactly 1-to-1.
That's 1-to-1.
That's intense.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
My average life is 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
Yeah, contrast does. I don't know. It doesn't really tell you how many games you've played.
I can't believe it's not either got total games or total
I
hours played.
know, it's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, you
I
could
mean,
probably
it tells
look at
you.
Call of Duty and just say how many hours you played that because you probably haven't played other game modes.
What it does tell you though, it tells you a lot. It tells you like who you're playing with, who was in your party, how many kills you got, how much damage you dealt, how many you received, how many kills. In the last game, I got 3 kills, came third. Yeah, but it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't tell you how many games you played. But anyway. It's good.
A lot, we're guessing.
Yeah, I've probably played quite a few.
Let me ask you this: is this you on the screen, or is this some random?
No,
Let's
this
Play
is
that
just
you
some
pulled up?
rando.
That's fine. I'm just curious.
Best matches. Oh, there's a thing called best matches.
Welcome to the Veteran Gamers, where
Why
we
is this-
sort of sift through Chinny's stats.
Why?
page.
Why is this my best match when I've got like one of them I've got 6 kills, 4 kills. Okay, fair enough.
Not too
but-
shabby.
Yeah, not too shabby. I just can't believe that they don't tell you how many games you've played. That seems
No, that is a bit weird, isn't it?
strange, doesn't it?
Does.
Bizarre.
Who knew?
I've got this thing on my Warzone thing as well. It's changed my Activision name for no reason. Like I used to be.
Someone on the someone on the YouTube. We got spammer spamming the thing.
Oh yeah.
Someone deal with that.
Love face.
Yeah.
I'll have to deal with that, I suppose. Fuck knows
Yeah,
how.
we
While
can't.
you're
We
doing
haven't got
that, let me
access.
say this: I've realized something. There used to be a lot of games that had team deathmatch as like their standard approach, right? Operation Flashpoint. There were a bunch of games like that, and now there aren't very many. And I think it's because Battle Royale has kind of taken the space that team deathmatch used to take in the gaming world. And people who used to go hunting for a team deathmatch game to occupy their time are now happy to play free Battle Royale games.
Yeah, no, I think that's totally true.
And that's fine because, more power to them. People like what they like. But I'm not into Battle Royale games. And I haven't really played Warzone very much. Maybe I'd like it if I played it. But I think it's a shame that the kind of game I like, which is smaller groups of people fighting each other, has been usurped by the Battle Royale.
Superseded. It's been superseded.
It has, yeah. And that's, whatever. That's the way of the world. But
Corzan says
I don't know.
the change in Activision name is for crossplay reasons, but it's like it's just changed itself to like user 148. And when I go in to try and change it, it's like you can't change it. You've changed it in the last 6 months. So I was like, I didn't change it, you prick. So I don't know
about that.
What the hell's that about? So my name's just like user 178964. I don't know what it is, but I don't care enough to be honest. So if anybody can solve that problem for me, that would be great. Okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Thank you.
So
for
that's my
dealing with that.
game that I can't stop playing, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
First special award. We like that.
Award. So number
The
4.
Unknown Addiction.
Is it? It was Duke first, wasn't
Is it time for my number 4 game of the year?
Correct.
Okay, my number 4 game of the year is also a game I have not played a whole lot of, but it is appropriately Back 4 Blood. I, unlike a lot of people that I know, I actually enjoyed this. Not enough to buy it, but I will. I'm the type of person who waits for a game. At this point, Steam has spoiled me so much, and the rapid fall off in game prices has just taught me that buying a game in the first 6 months of release is something I only do very rarely.
It's a fool's game.
I feel like this would be a game you thought everyone would play, but no one's playing award.
Well, I think that Left 4 Dead did something at a certain time that really, I mean, that came along when there weren't as many games for people to play together, and now it just can't repeat that same magic. You know what I mean? So I think it's improved on the Left 4 Dead formula in every way, and it still keeps the magic of it, but it's just harder to get people to all play the same game.
Correct.
And yeah, Ian Williams said I wouldn't mind playing it, but I don't want to play on my Todd, so that's fine. I didn't play very much of it, but I really enjoyed what I did play, and I will get it at some point. And the danger is that I'll get it after the user base has died, and so I'll be ready to play it, but there will be no one to play with.
Correct.
Even randos, because I don't mind playing with randos, but it's best not to play with randos. I know. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, that's always a bad idea.
But on the other hand, these games were always very good at giving you decent bots to play with on your team. Like,
When
so
Valve
maybe
was
that'll
in
be the case
charge.
here. Yeah, fair enough. Who knows? But I don't know. The gunplay was good. The elements in the game were good. The new kinds of monsters were interesting. And yeah, I just thought they did a good job with it. I think it kind of didn't get the love it deserved, but it also makes sense that it didn't, because it's just a different time, and you can't, recreate you can't put that lightning in a bottle again.
They're trying.
They're trying.
And it was fun. World War Z and this game were pretty similar. I think World War Z, I played it more just because I had Game Pass at the time. I played this on an open beta or something. So, yeah, but it was fun. And it was a game that came out this year. So, once again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing pretty well there, Duke.
Yeah.
Right, I guess it's me next.
Back to Stu.
Number 4 is...
Yes.
Drumroll. The Artful Escape.
Oh, is this the weird and shit one with the dude?
No,
playing the
he's
guitar?
really good.
I didn't say whether it was good or not. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
it was shit.
So basically, the
But it's a
Artful
weird
Escape,
game where dude plays the guitar.
he plays the guitar, but it's a coming-of-age story, which I really like about it. So basically, he's a little dude whose uncle, I think it is, was like a big blues guitarist stroke artist in his hometown.
Yes.
And he's the nephew who's expected...
Why are you explaining this like we've never heard you talk about it?
Never heard of it. Who's expected to follow in his footsteps, and he's like, fuck that shit. I'm going to be fucking Ziggy Stardust. So that's basically the story, and you've got to fucking become the master of the universe playing riffs, man. That's basically the game. Here it's a bit of a juxtaposition though, because the gameplay is very basic. It's not, it's basically Simon Says, with a bit of platforming built in.
Yeah.
But it just makes you feel great because it's just such a cool looking game, and the art style is amazing. And even though there's not a lot of skill to playing the guitar riffs and the music, it sounds incredible. And I just love it. I just love shut up. I just love the sort of surreal. It's like you're in some fucking Salvador Dali painting. You know what I mean? Everything's gone crazy. It's like being in Jamie and the Magic Torch from the 70s. And for that reason...
It's like being in Andy Warhol's arsehole.
It is. It is. That's totally what it is. And for that reason, it's my number 4, because I just think it's... I think quite a lot of people played it. I was going to say it was a bit overlooked, but I think quite a lot of people played it. And the people who did play it loved it. And I think that's the best thing.
So you think you're in some fucking secret
I'm in
club.
a fucking exclusive...
It's a huge secret club. A lot of people played it.
Players who love this fucking game, and all the dicks on the outside.
You know what it looks like to me? When you walk past
clue.
when you walk past that Games Workshop and everybody's playing board games in there. That's what you look like to me. And I walk past Stu and I go, fuck that.
Yeah, I bet you do. Just saying.
This was nominated for Best Score and Music at the Game Awards 2021. It lost to Near Replicant version 1.22474487139.
Of course it did. Do you know why that is? Because the judges are fucking arseholes.
And racist.
You tell them.
I'm fucking telling them. Because they have no idea what good music is.
Bastards. And you do because of your mix.
And
Exactly.
you would know because you played that near replicant game, and so
I
you
fucking
can judge
did.
the two of them
I
together.
I
yeah.
played the near replicant game, and the
Yeah.
music in that was fucking shit.
Okay, well, you tell 'em.
That was a bit
And,
strong, but you know.
and the
You
music
don't
in
know
this,
those.
and the music in this is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I'm
It
just
was also
saying.
nominated for Best Debut Indie Game, which lost to Kena, Bridge of Spirits.
Oh, that fucking who
whatever
wants
that
to
is.
cross a bridge? Fuck a bridge, man. What you want to do?
I don't know.
tried.
I don't know that that's the whole game is to walk
Fuck
across a
bridges.
bridge, though.
You just want to fucking play riffs on a guitar to psychedelic visuals. That's what you want to do. Fuck that
I've
bridge.
never played either of them. I wouldn't know, but I'm just letting you know what
Fucking
happened.
spirits and Kida and
Dude, he's
fucking
back.
bridges.
Chinny, the Love Face is back on the YouTube.
Yeah, I've banned them already.
Yeah, they just keep coming back though. They don't give a shit. Look,
Hey, it's viewers.
wet girls are here, Chinny. Are you interested?
I know. That's what I'm watching. And I'm just thinking, God, they're going to get the cold if they're that wet.
So, by the way, anyone out there, if you've not played The Artful Escape, it is on Game Pass,
Mm-hmm.
and it is definitely worth your time because Chinny doesn't know anything. So ignore all the stuff he says and play this fucking amazing psychedelic blow your cock off game. There you go.
Guaranteed to blow your cock off. Says
It
Steve
is.
Fowler. Yeah.
Totally. Put it on the box.
All right, Chinny, you are up for your number 4 game of the year.
Okay, so my number 4 is Mass Effect Andromeda.
Wow.
So, yeah.
A game that I played but never finished. I don't know that I will.
I had a journey with this game.
Yeah.
It took me about 3-4 months to finish it, and it was a journey. It was like this is shit. This is shit. This is not that bad. Oh no, it's shit. Actually, it's not that bad. This is shit. Oh, this is pretty good. This is shit. This is all right. This is shit. It's not that bad. That kind of journey.
I'll tell you what, Ginny, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah. So I just thought, well, it deserves a mention because I did finish it. It was a pretty good game, but it wasn't, everybody knows now it wasn't the Mass Effect that we wanted. But it did things though. It did things that the other Mass Effects didn't, and it tried. And I feel like really it's just a
very
victim.
big scope.
I just think it's a victim of it being rushed. It just feels rushed.
Yeah.
And
Some people have said that it would have gotten a better reception if it wasn't called Mass Effect. Do you agree with that?
possibly, but would it? Maybe I don't. It's a tough one, isn't it? Because it's so Mass Effect so ingrained in what it is. Everybody
Yeah.
would have just called it a Mass Effect clone. Like
Right.
you know, what was that Fallout game that wasn't a Fallout? The Outer Worlds.
Right,
I mean, it
right,
was
right.
basically Fallout, wasn't it? Everybody knows it's Fallout, but they have to change some of the branding, and it all. I mean, it was a good game, but it all feels a bit off because you know really what it is Fallout. So I think, I just think it was rushed. I just think that they rushed it out the door. It needed an extra year. It needed that polish, and the choice they made with the facial animations was just bad. And you know, when I went from this to Mafia Definitive Edition, and I was convinced that maybe games can't do facial expressions, and then I played Mafia, and I was like, oh yeah, they can. You know, it's just
not in this game.
to do it
it's
right.
just like
Yeah.
they've just got this weird bone structure or something in their face in this game, which just looks so strange. And whoever was doing it, whoever was in charge of it, why it looks the way it looks, I don't know. I'm not a smart enough man to know why, but what I do know is that it looks fucking weird, and everybody agrees. So
No, well, this is what happened, Chinny, right? They were in the boardroom with EA,
Paint me a
and
scene.
EA is going, yeah, we need this game out there now, and the like BioWare are going, yeah, but the facial animations, man, they just don't look right. We're working on it. We need another year.
They're good enough. Get them out.
And EA went, fuck it. We need the cash, so you need to get our fucking game published next week, or you're fucking fired.
Yeah.
And that's how it went. So
The
that's
lips
my
moved.
game.
Won.
The fucking lips moved, are they?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
This game won an award in 2016, the Golden Joystick Award for Most Wanted Game.
Wow.
The following year, it did not win, the
No,
Golden
it did
Joystick
not.
Award for best game.
And then
it
they were
was
like,
hotly anticipated.
they were like, eyeballs floating in space is fine.
But
Yeah.
I'll give it a number 4. I played it for a while. It was decent.
Well, you played it and finished it.
Yeah, it was all right. It's all right.
I think it deserves a spot, Chinny. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Regardless of whether it's terrible or not.
Mhm.
Yeah, the fact you finished the game this year
It wasn't-
deserves a
it
spot.
wasn't-
And it's a big game. It's hefty.
It wasn't terrible. It's just a slow burn, and it's like not as good as the other Mass Effects, but it's all right. It's all right.
It's all right. It's all righty.
Cool.
Have we all done? We've all done number 4, haven't we?
We've all done number 4. It's time for our next special.
Special people.
Yeah.
Special. Now, Duke, can I just before you start remember
Yeah.
the
I'm just gonna say the name,
format.
right? The
Just the
game.
name.
Just say
No.
the game and the name. No.
Format,
Oh,
format.
you're right.
Title
Okay.
of category.
So my next special award, the category is most anticipated game for next year.
A what?
All right.
My most anticipated game for next year.
Okay. So you
Okay.
played? Have you played a demo for this? Then,
I
in
did
that
play a demo, yes.
Okay.
I mean, I couldn't pick that for my game of the year because I didn't play the whole game. You know, what kind of weirdo would pick?
I know
a game that I
exactly.
only played
Picked
the
a
demo
fucking
of?
demo for
Yeah.
a game of the year.
Have I
I'll
played
give you a
it?
hint.
Have I played
I'll
it?
give you. No, you have. No, neither of you have played this demo.
Is
I also
it a
believe-
weird puzzle game that involves?
No, it is not a
building
weird puzzle game.
shit?
I don't blame you for thinking that, but it's not. It is, however, a sequel to a game that
Oh.
neither of you have played.
Brilliant.
Oh. Have we played? So we've not played the original game either.
Nope.
Oh fucking hell!
Is it a game that's only on the PC?
No.
Is it
I don't
a
think.
popular franchise?
Somewhat popular.
It depends what you
It's hard for
class
me
as
to answer that.
popular, Chinny.
It's not AAA. It's not AAA if that's what you mean.
Is it American?
Right.
made?
What? Let's try and pin down genre of game. Let's do that.
Okay.
Um,
It's a similar genre to a game that you talked about earlier, Stu.
It is.
Yes.
Which one? I've talked about a few now.
Well,
Uh,
I don't want to give it away too much.
Oh, okay.
Although I don't know that it would.
Is it a building game then? In that case,
Yes, it is a building game. So
Um,
that settles that. That was easy.
so it's a building game.
Yes.
Minecraft
Is it-
2.
It's trying to be Minecraft too, but it's not nearly
Revenge of
as
Blocks.
flexible. It's
Eh.
actually less like Minecraft and more like another popular game where you're doing less building and more renovating and
Renovating. Is
growing things?
Is there a Stardew Valley 2 coming?
Well, it is kind of a Stardew Valley-ish game.
Oh, okay.
There's no Stardew Valley 2 coming, but this game is often described as being kind of Stardew Valley-ish.
What's
with
that
less
space?
farming.
What's that space thing like Stardew Valley?
Starbound? Nope.
No, it's not that.
Starbound.
Ah.
It's a good guess. Keep going. You're in the right direction.
I know, but I can't think of any
The
others.
title has 4 words.
Okay. Fuck this
One is a
game.
possessive pronoun. One is a preposition.
I've
My
no idea.
my
My.
Oh, that is right, is it?
well possessive pronoun.
Okay.
Yeah,
My watch.
time.
My time.
Oh, my time in Portia 2.
Yes.
I
It's
knew.
called
I
My
knew.
Time in Sandrock.
I
And
got
the demo
you.
was great. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. I never finished My Time in Portia, but I'm hoping that the things that made that game into kind of a slog, they're gonna fix in the new one.
The hell
And
is
when
that?
I play My Time in Sandrock for real, it'll be pushing and grooving.
My time. in
Yeah, it's
Sandrock.
an interesting game. It's you're running around getting resources not from digging in the earth forever like you have to do in Minecraft, but rather there's like trees you can cut down, but they grow back pretty quickly. There's bushes for you to kick. There, eventually you need to get more and more stuff. Loveface is back again.
How is
there's more
Loveface
and
getting
more
back every time you ban them?
because he's got a slightly different
Like
name and probably a different IP address. So
Changing the names.
yeah, it's so annoying.
You'd
It's so
think we were
pathetic too. Like, there's 7 people watching the stream.
I was
Go
gonna say,
find
you'd
a
think we
stream
were
with some people
popular.
in it. Jesus.
Yeah.
Is there any way to say like kick out anybody with love face? I don't know.
Mm.
Anyway, staying focused. My Time in Sandrock. Yeah. So My Time in Portia is very, it's lush, it's green, it's bountiful. There's lots of resources. Sandrock is a much more desert town, so it's a different landscape. and the mechanics seem to be updated so that you're not doing so much. You know, the other thing with Porsche is that you have to go into these like ruins and just dig around a lot, and it's not even like, I mean, it is kind of like Minecraft in that you hope you find diamonds in Minecraft. In Porsche, you hope you find like relics which you can then take to the research lab and all this stuff. And I'm hoping they get rid of some of that in Sandrock because it just became a slog. Yeah. So yeah, I played this as long as you could play it, and I had a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to it. It doesn't have a release date other than just next year, but I am definitely looking forward to it, and I will be getting it and playing it because it's a well-made game. My time in Sandrock.
Very good. Very good.
Yep.
Maybe. I doubt I'll play it.
Well, yeah, I know.
Right. I guess I'll go next. Are you ready for the title of my next award?
Yes.
It is.
Yes,
It is
go
special.
for it, yeah.
Mine is
Go ahead.
Game I Liked, Nobody Else Played.
Game
Fucking
that you
hell.
like that
Let's
nobody else played.
narrow it down a
That
bit,
could be
Stu.
anything. Yeah, right. We just talked about how every game you play is something nobody else has played.
Game I
Okay, I'll
liked.
get. Do you want a big clue to begin with? Or are you gonna guess?
That's your
for a bit?
favourite category for any game. Like,
Yeah,
I
it
like this,
really
no
is.
one played it,
Totally
let me
is.
talk about it for
Totally is.
fucking 7
Yeah.
hours.
Hmm.
Clue.
Is
You want
it
a big
rock
clue?
climbing game? Is it the mountain
No.
climbing game?
I'll give you a big clue. Chinny and I played the first game this developer made together.
Okay, but Chinny's not cool enough to have played the sequel.
Oh no, he's definitely not played the sequel.
Oh no, it's not necessarily a sequel. It's just the same developer, different game.
Yeah, same developer,
Okay,
different game. It's not a sequel.
gotcha. Well, that doesn't, you know, I don't know, you
Together,
play a
like
lot of
co-op.
No, literally sat next to each other, Chinny.
Oh, was it is it Virginia? Is that?
It is. So what game is this then?
I don't know. I didn't know they made another game.
They did make another game.
I know, fucking Nebraska. Look, what?
No.
I don't know what Virginia is. What's Virginia?
It's a game where,
Are
like,
you talking about Kentucky Route Zero?
No.
Virginia's just this wank story game that does jump cuts. It's not very good.
Oh, okay.
Um,
By the way, the foam on my headbud or my headphone came off, so this is just
The
raw.
just a
hard
minute, just a
plastic
minute,
against
just a
my
minute.
ear.
Did you just say the phone on your headbutt?
Foam on my headbud.
It definitely
Like
sounded. He said
headphones. I just
the
call 'em
phone on my
headbuds.
headbutt.
Yes. Anyway, I don't know what game you're talking about. Give
The
us a hint
game
of the genre.
the game I'm talking about is The Last Stop. You must remember
Okay.
me talking about this.
I said, okay.
I don't remember the last stop, but I'm looking it up. No, that's a movie.
No, so basically, The Last Stop was a story-driven adventure game based in London.
Fucking hell, Sam.
Fucking hell, Sam. And it was you followed three characters on their story arcs, which then
Okay.
converged at the end.
Annapurna Interactive makes good games.
It was really good. I really enjoyed it. It was fully voice acted this time. There was actually voices. And it was really good. I think it was again a game that was definitely overlooked this year.
I remember this now. I remember this guy walking in and his little girl's doing their own work.
That's correct.
And they both look like they're so sad.
Well, they were because he
Oh,
lost
shit.
his job.
Chicken dipper.
He got sacked and he's got no job and he hasn't got any money to buy food.
Oh, this sounds great. Where do I sign up?
It's sad.
It's
but
like, this
basically
reminds
all-
me of the time I had a house party and I put on Schindler's List.
So there's three different separate stories and they're all a bit
Take that,
supernatural in their own way, or some weird shit's going down.
Yes.
And then it all comes together at the end and you find out what the fuck was going on. The biggest issue with this game was kind of the ending was a bit. It's one of those games that makes you think that there's choices that make a difference,
Okay.
but by the end they don't make any difference at all. And
You
the
don't say.
And the final thing is this really binary choice that really doesn't have that much of an impact. But
Sounds great.
that
You're really
being
selling this
said-
game.
I know. That being said, the journey
Everyone's
there is-
depressed,
And you
and the
called-
choices make no difference.
You called Minecraft a waste of time.
Yeah, I know, right? Why did I
Exactly.
play this? Well, I know why I
Um,
played this. It was really worth my time.
Yeah.
And another, by the way, it's another heavy rain type control scheme as well, which isn't the
Oh
best thing.
boy!
Even better.
Just the reasons to play just keep on
I
coming.
know.
I'm just watching the gameplay of this game, right? One of my bugbears in video games is that they always go to bed with their clothes on top of the duvet because
they do.
On top of the bed.
they can't animate fabric very well in video games.
Or
Very
people
difficult.
getting undressed.
Yeah, it's very difficult. And
Right.
the only game that I've seen that do it very, very well is The Last of Us 2. They don't cut away when someone takes a jacket off or puts a jacket on. Because most games, they just cut away and then the jacket's on.
Right.
Which is fine. But people always go to bed. Can't they cut away and then be under the duvet? Like, is it that fucking difficult?
Right. Yeah, it's a good
I
way
think
to
the
do it.
interesting, this particular story within the game is kind of a Freaky Friday thing, where he
you
ends up
swap-
swapping bodies with like a flatmate,
dog.
like another dude who lives in a block
Or
of
like
flats.
face off.
Yeah, kind of.
You swap,
Except
you
it's
swap
body
bodies
off.
with
Body off.
the real Jamie Lee Curtis.
That would be
There
funny.
you go.
So
All
yeah,
right,
that's my
last
game.
stop. Depressing game where
like.
your choices mean nothing.
Yeah, the last stop is
Funny
worth
enough,
a go.
that's the name of my next category. No, it's not. My next category is
Yes, this is for Chinny's special award.
It is. Yes.
Stu's worst recommendation game.
Oh,
Well, I already gave mine, which is Lake.
oh man.
There's a lot of those.
I don't
You
know.
have
what
to
you're
narrow
talking
it
about.
down.
So right, okay. Was this a play my game bitch recommendation?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is a different game that you cocked up. No, I guess he likes some of your recommendations.
Yeah, he did.
I don't think you'll like mine ever.
Okay, it's not a play my game bitch. Genre. Let's try and narrow these
Good
things
luck.
out. Is it? Oh,
There's
I
your
feel
first
like
clue.
I feel like I know what this is, but I can't put my finger on it.
Good
I
luck
do.
guessing the genre, or
Good luck guessing
luck.
the genre.
I feel like I feel like I know this.
sports game,
No.
puzzle game,
Nope.
It's me. Let me have a
open
look
world
on.
game,
Nope.
Let me have a look on Game Pass. Let me just see.
sandbox game,
I feel like I should definitely know this.
building game,
Nope.
card game,
Nope.
Shooter.
fiction.
No.
Pirate
Sort
game.
of.
What did you say?
A
pirate game,
pirate game. Is
Rhythm
it a
game.
visual novel?
Nope.
Oh,
That does sound like it would be a Stu
yeah,
recommendation.
it does. Yeah, it totally does. I think
Is there a female protagonist?
You can be a female if you want.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm gonna know this as soon as you say it. and
Well,
go,
yeah,
"Oh,
that's usually the way it goes. Stu.
Yeah, I know.
If you
How
don't
many
know what
words
it
in the
is,
title?
after I've said it, I'd be worried and I'd see a doctor if I were you.
Oh my God,
How many words
Loveface
in
is
the title?
still coming back.
Oh God.
Excellent. Let's just agree to just ignore that, and I'll just keep banning them, and then we'll just carry on with our lives. Thank you.
Okay. Yes. Go ahead. Yeah, I don't know.
I think we need a clue, Ginny. Give us a clue.
Yeah. How many words in the title?
Which, do you want that to be a clue?
No, I want a
Sure.
better clue.
Yeah, that never really helps me. That's my
That's
go-to
a fucking
question, but
shit clue.
I've never heard like 3 words. Oh, I know it's this.
Yeah, shit clue. Go
That
on,
would be
give us
nice if it
give us a
worked
good
like that.
clue, Ginny. Give us a clue.
It's pretty recent.
Oh,
Worst recommendation.
you should
Oh,
pretty
was this
recent.
the gunfoot where the frickin' you came through the like you downloaded it off the website?
What?
Angerfoot?
Kickfoot?
What was it called?
Angerfoot? That was good.
That game sucked.
Angerfoot was really good.
I mean, it wasn't. It didn't suck. It just wasn't much of a game.
It
I
was
assume
good,
it
though.
wasn't that.
What are you talking about?
Nothing that
Nothing.
you
I don't even
played.
think you bothered playing
No,
that. You
no,
knew
we
it was
need a
gonna be
better
weak.
clue, Ginny. Give us another one. Something better.
It's recent. Is it a AAA game?
Definitely not.
Has Stu played it?
Yes.
Of course, I've played it.
I don't know. You recommend?
Give us
stuff.
a clue.
Stu
Give us
likes it.
Oh, of course I like it. Give us a
Has
proper
Stu
clue.
mentioned it at some point tonight?
The genre.
Go on.
It's too easy.
Oh, it's not. We'll probably still not get it. Just give us a genre or give us something.
You are
Is it
playing out like a role, like a simulation, like a
12 seconds?
Oh God, I know. Are you talking about cutting grass, Ginny?
correct.
Oh. Oh yeah. Okay. Right.
I love
Lawnmower
that
Simulator.
Look, you didn't
Yeah.
even get past the fucking.
Well, you could just say it was a
tutorial.
simulator game.
I know
That's
that would have
not
been too easy.
My guess.
Oh,
Anyway.
you're wrong, Chinny.
Yes.
You're wrong.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
I'm inclined to
You're
trust
wrong.
Chinny's judgment on this
You-
one, Stu.
You're
I'm sorry.
totally
I'm
wrong.
the third
This-
vote.
This is a
and my
good
vote
game.
is-
You've got to get them stray toughs, baby. That's what I'm saying. Oh, Chinny. Yeah, no, I can get. Look, I get you. You know, as much as I like this game, I can understand why you don't.
It's awful.
So, you know, it's not awful. It's just not. It's just not a game for you.
Can't believe
So-
it. You
I love this game.
recommended this.
I
Not
know.
only did you like it, Stu, but you said,
But
I think Chinny will like this, which
you
shows
thought
I
how
did
little
think
you
you'd
know
like
about
it.
Chinny's preferences.
I did think you'd like it. You
We've
know,
been
you
doing
know.
this for 13
I know,
years
but
or whatever.
you
the
like
fuck.
you like fucking pointless nonsense.
How long have we been doing this?
What other games does Chinny play that suggest that he likes pointless nonsense?
Minecraft.
18, 19, 20.
At least at the end of Minecraft, you built something. You can
No,
look
at
at
least
it
at
and
the
go,
end
"Here's
of
what I've done."
Lawnmower Simulator, you've mowed a lawn.
We've been
So
doing
wait a
this.
minute. Your complaint about Minecraft is that you look back on your time playing it and you go, I don't have anything
Yeah.
to show for it. And your
Yeah.
one of your games of the year is probably going to be Lawnmower Simulator?
Yeah, but I'm making
You
money, man.
psychopath.
I'm making money off it.
You earn diamonds
making
in
cash.
Minecraft.
Stu, we've been doing this show for
I get called out
13
cash, man. I
for
don't want fucking
13
diamonds.
years, and you still can't recommend a game to me.
Here's what I want to know, Stu. Do you
Yeah.
think that the money you make in Lawnmower Simulator is like going to be in your bank account?
Yep,
Because that's
yep,
just
totally.
as real as the diamonds
Totally.
in Minecraft.
It's about being
You
successful.
psychopath.
It's not about the money, Duke. It's about being successful.
Well, you
When
can
you're
be
running a
successful in
business,
Minecraft.
it's a success that's
Running
the
a
allure.
business. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Not the
More
cash,
power
it's the reputation.
More power to you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, heck. Is that a cough?
Oh, the M&M.
Uh-oh.
Sorry,
Uh-oh.
listeners.
Duke's
okay.
died.
He's back.
All right, are you ready for my number 3 game of the year?
Yeah, come on, let's move on. Because
All
Lawnmower
right.
Simulator is a classic.
Enough of the special awards for this round. Now we're ready for my number 3 game
Oh,
of
I'm
the year.
excited. I'm excited.
Here it is. Lacuna.
That's the
Now, I
Lion
only
King.
played the-
Isn't that the Lion
I only played the demo.
King?
but-
Hakuna Matata? Oh, no. No, that's
Yeah.
something different.
But the demo's
Lacuna.
very good. Lacuna, yes. And
What the fuck is
Lacuna
it?
it's a pixel art detective story, kind of like Gunpoint.
Noir?
In fact, as soon as I finished playing this demo, I went and played Gunpoint again. You have to solve mystery type things while also following this story that's going on, and you don't have like whatever whether you successfully solve the mysteries or not. I don't think really impinges on how the story proceeds.
When did you play this?
It was a while ago, probably toward the beginning of the year.
Don't
It's been
remember
out for a minute, but it's interesting because, like, for instance, in the demo, you have to figure out like who killed. Well, you have to figure out where the person was killed from. The person was on their balcony, and then you look at like evidence and you talk to people and you come up with a determination. Okay, they couldn't have been in that building, and the bullet trajectory means it came from either that building or that building. And you know, you can look at security tapes and stuff like that. So it's an interesting combination of things that you have to do, and a lot of the things you have to do are like running around the city. So it's not, you know, like a Sherlock Holmes game or something. But I don't know. I thought it was an interesting mood, interesting story setup. I like the art style, and there was just enough interesting stuff to do with solving the mystery bits that, you know, I put it on my wish list. I will buy it when it's real cheap and I'm in the mood for it.
Liking the look of
I
this,
haven't-
Duke.
I think you might like it, Stu.
I don't know why I don't remember you playing this because I like the look of this.
You know, the demo only took an hour or so I probably didn't say too much about it. But yeah, it was good. It was a fun demo, and I will buy the whole thing at some point.
This definitely looks in my wheelhouse.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Huh. Interesting. I don't know why I don't remember this. Because I'm looking at it now, I'm thinking, yeah, I like the look of this.
Yes, you should like the look of this. It looks.
I think
good.
I will. I think I will. I think
Okay.
I'll play this
All
game.
right.
I like the look of it.
Yeah, I don't think it's on Game Pass, but if it were, you could play it that way.
So what's it called? Lacuna.
Lacuna, Lacuna.
I can't
40%
imagine
off
it.
on the Steam.
I was going to
sale
say, I
right
can't
now.
imagine it's expensive, is it? What's funny is you just said, I'll wait till it's in the sale.
Well, I'll wait for it's in the
And
sale,
it's
and I
in the
feel like
sale.
playing it. Of course, it's in the sale. Everything's in the sale. Everything on Steam is on sale right
That's
now.
what I mean. But you're saying I'll wait for it to be in the sale. It's in the sale, so by
I
rights,
will
you
wait
should
for it
buy
to be on sale, and when I am ready to play it.
it.
I'm not
It's-
ready to play it right now, so I'm not
It's
going to buy
$10, Duke. It's $10, man. What is your problem?
it. Should I say it in French? Il faut que je veux le jouer. Maintenant, je ne veux pas le jouer. Alors, je n'achèterai cet jeu.
I'll tell you what, Ginny, you could say anything and we think, yeah, that must be right.
Well, I know a
What
little bit
else,
of French,
Duke?
and I
I
think he
keep saying
said
it
that
louder and it's not
he
working.
wants to punch the Pope. I think he said.
Yeah, I think you did. With
Je
a
veux donner
parsnip.
le Pope un coup de poing.
With a parsnip.
Right, so that's my number 3. Who's going
Okay,
next? Duke?
my number 3
is... Hang on, I got you.
Hang on,
drum
hang
roll.
on. The Forgotten City.
Oh, people who turn to gold.
People who turn. Only if they sin, though. Only if they commit a sin.
Only if they commit a sin.
And I'll be honest, it's a bit of a grey area what constitutes a sin.
Ah.
There's a bit of a grey area there. Some things are a sin that you'd expect to be, and some things aren't a sin that you'd expect to be a
If
sin.
you piss in somebody's drink, is that a sin?
No, apparently not.
Wow. What about if you take a shit in somebody's drink? Is that a sin?
That's totally okay.
Wow.
That's totally
Huh.
okay.
How about that?
Even if you took a shit on someone who was asleep, would be fine.
If you have their consent.
No, exactly, exactly.
Here's a tidbit of trivia about this game. It won an award in 2015 for File of the Month.
File of the
Skyrim
month.
on the Skyrim Nexus.
Well, it will do because that's how it started
Right.
out its life as a Skyrim mod.
Correct. So
It did.
that's, you know.
I've had a look, by the way. Since
I didn't
played the
submit
game,
all of my files on my PC though. So.
Since I played the
wonder what
game,
Rich Webster has to say about that.
you forget how shit Skyrim looked because I had a.
I thought you were talking about this game you love.
Well, I
and
am,
now you gotta
because
talk
it's
about
based
how
on
shit Skyrim looks.
Well,
God
you do.
damn.
You do forget though because I looked at the original mod of this game just to see how it compared to the new
The
updated
graphics
version.
are better when it's a
Wow,
game made in
that fucking
2021
game
than
looked
when it
like
was a game
dog
made in
shit.
2011.
That
Imagine that.
fucking-
The graphics
that
have come a
Skyrim
long way.
mod
You don't say.
was
How
fucking
about
dog
that?
shit.
Next, you'll be telling me VR works better in 2021 than it did in 2011.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Talk
yeah,
about
there's-
Forgotten City. Jesus.
that fucking game looked fucking dog shit. No,
Talk
it's-
about Forgotten City.
the game is
Numpty.
brilliant, and I'm surprised it's number 3 to be honest.
Yeah, I know. I thought it'd be higher on your.
I
Well,
know,
I want to
I
know what's
know.
going to beat it
I
out.
know. Any other
Lawnmower
year,
Simulator just edged it out a little bit.
Any
Literally
other
edged it.
year.
Ah.
it would have been number 2 or number 1, and it was close. I'll be honest, my top 3 changed around quite a few times. I was like,
I'm
I don't
opening
know.
the Terry's chocolate orange, everybody.
No. Yeah, it did swap about quite a bit because any of the games in my top 3 could have been number 1, in all honesty. And the Forgotten City, do you know what I like the most about the Forgotten City is that I actually got the best ending first, which I very rarely do in these types of games. You know, when there's multiple endings. Quite often I get the shit one first or a middle of the road one. You know, not the great ending. The ending that you're supposed to get is always never the first one. I mean, in this game, and it was only because, right, this is weird because I knew how to get another ending, but I decided that wasn't the right ending. I was
So you were
like, yeah,
able to
I
tell.
know. Yeah, I know that, but I don't think that's going to be the best ending. So I went down a route number 2 that I sort of obviously I'd sort of figured out, and it's just brilliant. I mean, without spoilers, this game, the ending is just fucking crazy. It's like batshit, and you just sat there going, wow.
Yeah.
So. I
okay. I think if you want to sit back and go,
wow,
wow,
this is it.
Wow, this is a game
Yeah.
for that.
This is
I
the
think
original
Duke-
mod, by the way, on the screen now.
Oh, have you got that on? I
Yeah.
do think, Duke, you should play this game
Duly noted.
because I do.
You
If you
end
talk more
every
shit about
game-
Minecraft
making
or
a
Skyrim,
recommendation here.
it'll make me want to play it.
Every game you talk about, so you go, I think insert Chinny or Duke here should
Yeah,
play this
right.
game.
I do, because I do think
A week later,
That-
Chinny plays
that
the game.
Duke
This is awful.
will appreciate the narrative and the writing, and I know this doesn't happen very often,
Yeah.
but I do think you will. I think you'll appreciate the game. I think you'll like it. And Ginny, you said you're going to play it anyway, aren't you? You're going to give it a whirl because it's free on Game Pass. And anybody out there who's like looked at this and gone, no, give it a go. That's the best advice I can tell you.
This game won the 2021 Excellence in Narrative Award from the Australian Game Developer Awards.
It's great. It's
So-
got, right, I'll be honest.
That's the thing.
It's got a side quest within the game that is almost on a part of the Bloody Baron quest in Witcher.
Wow.
Which is
It's
not a great
got,
quest.
yeah, which is one of the best quests.
There's a
in any
side quest in the
ever.
game where you have to spam a YouTube channel. podcast.
With Love Face.
With 7 people watching it. That spam's going to travel around the world.
Did you do the spam bot to all the popular YouTube podcasts? Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't worry. I picked a good one.
Which ones did you go to? You go to
viewers,
Kotaku? No. Did you go to Game Bump?
Did
No.
you go?
Did you
Yeah.
go to
IGN?
IGN? No. Where'd you go? Veteran Gamers? What the fuck is that? Who cares?
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Actually, we got 6 people already hit us. They're talking about how much they hit it in the chat, but we got the traffic.
And one of them just keeps talking about recommending a Forgotten City. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that game was awesome. We all love it here at Love Face. All right, is it time for Chinny's
It
next
is.
special? All right, Chinny, what's your
No,
next
it's not
special?
special. These are
Oh,
the
wait,
proper
no,
games.
no.
Top 3.
Right,
What are we on?
top 3. Number 3, Chinny, what's your number 3?
Number 3.
Jesus Christ.
You want a drum roll?
Hold on. Wait a minute. Give me a sec. I'm eating a fucking Terry's chocolate orange here.
Yeah.
Is it
I
good?
remember you announcing that.
I got my own problems. You know what I mean?
I didn't think that was going to prevent you from participating in the show.
Bloody hell. Yep. Go for it.
Okay.
That's your drum roll?
When a tempo isn't specified, any reasonable person would default to lento.
Oh, dear. So this is a game that you guys have never heard me talk about.
What?
Is it
How can-
snooker or Minecraft?
How can your number 3 game of the year be something you've never mentioned?
He's
Because I
joking.
only-
I think he's being ironic.
I only played it this week.
Oh, Far Cry 6.
What?
Shove it up your arse now.
What the fuck?
Nah.
That's the name of the game. That's a weird name for a game.
Shove it up
Is
your
that
arse
promoted by
now,
Love
too.
Face XYZ?
Shove it up your
Shove
ass and twist it
Shove it
round
up
a
your
few
arse
times.
now too.
That sounds like a website by the phone jacker dude. Hello, I'd like to talk to you about shove it up your ass.
No, it doesn't.
It's
It
a,
sounds-
.co.uk.
It sounds like a website linked to Love
no,
Face.
shove it up your
Yeah.
arse simulator is a button bashing game. You just have to bash
Shove
the
it up your
buttons.
arse.
Shove it up your arse, and you have to pick different objects. No,
That's the Eddie Murphy song.
so
on.
Put a
this
tree in your butt.
is a game called Maneater.
Man,
Oh, the shark
eating.
game.
This is the shark
The
game.
shark game.
Shark game.
Wow.
Tiny little shark.
Okay.
So yeah, I started playing this game this week, and I've heard really good things about it. And to be honest, like, you know, this sort of lull that I've had with gaming this year, where I don't know, you just play something and you just think, oh god, I know how this is going to pan out. But like, you don't play many games as a shark, to be fair. So, you know, it's a strange game.
Yes,
But
it is.
really, what I wrote down in my notes, I've got notes for this. What I
Yeah.
wrote down in my notes was, this game is better than it should be.
Yeah, I played this. There was a time when Greg DeLacy and some other folk, I think maybe Bongo played it. We were into it, and it was fun. You know, it's sort of Evolve-ish in that sense of like you're hunting humans, other players are humans.
Yeah, so the game starts out you're playing a shark, and the whole game is presented like one of those TV shows where they're like following the fisherman, and
Yep.
you the main fisherman is Scully Pete, I think he is, or something like that. and
Yeah.
you can barely understand a word he's saying, to be fair. But he's like, goddamn sharks, and and he's like, all right, okay. Anyway, you plan a shot. You kill you. No, you don't kill him. You go to attack him. You try and fight him, and he catches you, and you're like, oh no.
Yes.
And this is full cutscene, fully acted, kind of cartoonish graphics.
His name is Pierre Scaly Pete LeBlanc.
Scaly Pete, and it's like, it's, you know, well presented. It's all presented in this kind of like this reality TV show, as I said. I don't know why this fucking guy on the video is just jumping up and down like a div. So like, you know, you do this and you get caught by Scaly Pete, and then what you have to do is like he kills you, he guts you, and what you didn't know was that you was a not a he, a she, and you were pregnant, and he takes the baby shark out. And he scars the baby shark's fin, and he goes, and his son, who's with him, is like, "Why'd you do that, Dad?" And he goes, "So I know I recognize him when he come back." Right, and then he throws the baby shark into the sea, and that's the start of the game. You playing the baby shark.
And now the baby shark has a reason to kill you.
So you're like, "Fuck humans," all right?
Yeah,
they're pieces of shit. And
they are.
So then the game sort of turns into like feeding frenzy, where you have to eat like bigger fish and grow. So there's a whole like different fish give you different nutrients, like humans give you protein, so that's obvious.
Right.
And I think a really nice touch that they've done is that the humans are fat, which makes them funnier to eat. So yeah, you know, that's something as well. It's like, and the humans are always shouting like funny things, and they're always, you know, screaming and like horrified and like, "Oh no, my leg!" And it's funny though, like it's a funny game.
Yeah.
And then you got a big map, and you've got like unlockable areas, and you've got little sightseeing areas, and there's like, I found one today, and it was a replica of the Titanic, and there's this voiceover guy, and he was like, this replica of the Titanic was so accurate it even sank, and you know, and killed 100 people on board or whatever. And it's got a little skeleton of like Leo and Kate Winslet at the front as well on this thing. It's got like a fire festival reference to one of the sites.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, and it's like, can you believe that people paid £3,000 per ticket just to sleep in a tent and have a hamburger or something like that? So
they wish they had hamburgers.
So the whole game is you have to do certain missions, like eat 10 of this fish, hunt this fish, kill 10 humans here, and as soon as you start to kill humans, you get hunted. And then when you get hunted, there's like, if you get hunted for so long, you get like a, I don't know, kind of like a boss fight comes. Like this guy will come, or girl, and be like, "Oh, here's Crazy Carl," and he's like, "Oh no," does a little cutscene, and he'll try, and then you eat him, and then you get the next like, you know, person, and you can upgrade your shark as well. So it goes from like a little baby shark to a teen to an adult to an elder to a mega shark.
Can I just check? Is it a baby shark?
No.
Baby shark. Baby shark.
Right.
Baby shark. Baby shark. Sorry.
Baby shark.
Sorry, go ahead, Chinny. I had it ready to queue it up.
I knew.
I did.
You know, one of our episodes
set,
got struck off this week because we've been.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
Clips.
All right. Well,
seriously, right? Ginny had to delete it.
Yeah.
You had to delete the episode.
So, and I know those baby shark people, right? They are
they
ruthless.
will not tolerate people. It's a folk song. That's the thing. They can't claim copyright.
Well, Disney claimed copyright from all their movies, so.
Well, that's fair. I just hope the fox doesn't come after us for the Simpsons quote.
Like I'm literally got my doorbell app has gone off, right? And there's 3 guys with shark emblems. Like,
we're gonna break your legs, do 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 do. Get off our site, do 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 do.
So
kick your ass, do 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 do. Shut your mouth.
It's become apparent that you like baby sharks. Is this?
You want to copy us, huh?
They punch me in time. They go, baby, boom, 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 like that.
Punch your nuts, do 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 do.
Scream and shout.
Can I just say, by the way, I thought Loveface's last message was kind of funny because it said online strips.
Yeah.
Without clothing. What did he expect, man?
Yeah.
That's an online strip. Do they need to
my favorite kind of
explain?
strippers.
That was the one.
Yeah.
Strippers get their clothes off. Just saying.
Back to Man-Eater.
Focus,
it's like,
focus up. Yeah.
Focus. I'm focusing.
It's a funny game, and you can upgrade your shark, so you upgrade it to like an elder shark and a mega shark. So I'm like fully upgraded, and it's quite difficult at the start because this.
So just going back to the start, what do you start off as?
You start off as like it does like the
stop
kind of
it, Stu.
No. You don't start off as a baby shark. No.
Oh, do you?
No.
You start off as the mother.
You start off as the
Oh,
mom.
you do. That is true. But then what happens? Then what-
shark.
Yeah, that is in the song.
Then you start off as
Thank God Stu's here to tell us what is and is not in the Baby Shark
I know
song.
the Baby Shark song well.
I know you do. You're proving it now.
Baby Shark.
Stop it!
Stop it.
Baby
Right.
Shark.
Go ahead, Shinny.
Yeah. So anyway, you can upgrade your shark to have like electric teeth or like bone teeth, like
As
stronger
you know,
teeth.
most sharks do have electric
Yeah,
teeth. People don't
sharks
realize.
all the time have electric
So
teeth.
you can have like a cool like you have a move where you can hit them with your tail and stun them.
Yeah.
And like at the start, it's like in like kind of like the bayou. What do you call it? The bayou.
I don't know.
What do you call it?
Swamps.
What?
Swamps.
Sorry, bayou.
The bayou, yeah, bayou. So
Bayou.
it's in the bayou, and then
Right.
there's alligators everywhere. And honestly,
Yes.
like
like in Red Dead 2.
Yeah, because that's where
alligators-
sharks live.
alligators are like level 8, and at the start of the game, they're so difficult to kill, and you're just like, whoa, like this is so difficult. And now I'm level 30, all right, and I see like,
Fuck those gators up.
yeah, if I see an alligator, I'm just like, why are you even fucking trying me? Right, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, I saw a great white shark, which are level like 20, 21 or whatever. And I'm just like, whatever. I just kill them instantly. So the only complaint I've got about the game is that you become way too powerful, and like nothing fucks with you anymore. Like, and I've got you've got an evade
Yeah,
button.
by the
so
way,
you
can I just check? I'm watching the opening cuts. Does the baby shark bite his arm off?
He bites his arm off. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get a
Fuck
little,
it out.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a bit rough.
Yeah.
That you don't know that's in the song too? Baby shark, bite your arm off,
I mean, the whole game's a bit rough, Stu, because you just murder.
The whole game is you're running around
Yeah.
eating people.
just
Like,
eating
why are
people.
you shocked? Oh my God, he lost a hand.
The one thing that's hilarious is like there's some like little things that you've got to do in the game where you've got to like there's little signs and stuff that you can grab, and you can jump out of the water and bounce around on land, right?
Yeah.
After
Yeah, 'cause
humans.
sharks, I've seen sharks doing that.
And honestly,
Like in Sharknado.
honestly, when I'm doing it, I'm thinking, this is the most terrifying thing in the fucking world. Like a shark.
Wait till you have the shark put on a suit and drive into a bank.
Yeah, just a shark just fucking jumping out of the water, going, nope, like, and just bouncing towards you, and it's so brutal. Yeah, and you're just killing everybody, and it's very funny.
Chinny, did you know that there are 2 DLCs for this game?
No, I didn't know.
I'm not making this up. One was called Tiger Shark Skin, which gives the shark a red-colored body with blue stripes.
Oh, I've
you can
got
also
that.
collect more nutrients from wildlife hunters and
Yeah, I've
nutrient
got that.
caches.
I've got that.
You may also have the second DLC called Truth Quest, which features the return of the narrator Trip Westhaven, as well as new regions, side challenges, hunter vehicles, and bounty hunters, wildlife, and evolution sets, as well as another story arc and the shark increasing in size.
Oh. No, I haven't got that, but yeah, I've got the tiger one.
I've got a question, Chinny. Does this shark never
Better
get
not be about
full?
baby shark.
Does the shark never get what?
Full. It
No.
just eats. Almost
No,
all the time. Where does
never.
it put all that food?
Never. You never see him shit, to
Seriously.
be fair. But you can do a move where like, so the combat is kind of a little bit like Dark Soulsy, because when you come across like an enemy who's sort of your level, it flashes when it's vulnerable, and sometimes it flashes before it attacks you, and sometimes it flashes after it's attacked you. But different fishes and different types of fishes will do different types of attacks and attack differently. You kind of know what they're gonna do. You learn like how they behave. Like alligators are vulnerable after they attack and only after they attack, whereas hammerhead sharks, they're a little bit vulnerable before they attack and they attack quick, whereas alligators don't attack that quick. And then like so you kind of start to learn how they get you. And when you grab one when they're flashing, you can hold on to them and shake them around and thrash them around.
Yeah.
Oh, rag them about.
Yeah, rag them about, and that really fucks them up. So yeah, it's cool. This game is like fun, man, and it's hilarious. And one of my favorite things to do is if I see a paddle boat with two humans, I kill one of them and then leave the other one to live, so they just live a really traumatic life.
That's sick.
Yeah,
but
within the game,
it's fun.
It's fun. It's a fun
by the
game.
way, it's not true that sharks cannot get cancer. There is no scientific proof of that. So
I never
if you hear
said it
somebody
was.
talking about sharks are immune to cancer.
what the hell?
Did
Did you mention sharks getting cancer, Ginny?
No, it's a
No,
funny.
I'm just letting people know since we're
didn't know.
talking about sharks.
Okay. Thank
I
you
thought I'd
for
let
the
people know if you ever hear the rumor
fact.
that sharks are immune to cancer, it's not true.
Okay, I'll remember
There's this
that.
area in the game that you've seen on screen. It's like the big open area, and like you see like a sea lion, and I was like, "Oh wow, a beautiful sea lion!" And then ate the sea lion immediately.
Of course,
because you know. you eat that shit.
If there was a fluffy puppy on the side of this like boardwalk,
You can see on the
You
screen
would
now,
eat-
like the
He's
shark
climbing
is
up
out
the
of
goddamn
water. Yeah,
boardwalk,
I know.
just
It's
flopping
so
around.
funny. The game is so funny, and
It doesn't take itself too seriously.
No,
it
it
is
doesn't.
it is
It'd be
ridiculous.
easy to make
yeah,
this
but
game
it's like,
stupid.
but it's really good though. Like I'm really enjoying
Yeah.
it. I think it's good fun, and I've got a move now where you've got an evade button, and it looks like when this person presses, I think they're dashing, but they kind of turn into like an electric bolt. But when I press the evade button, which is RB, I do this kind of like bone spin thing, and I just spin around on the
Nice.
spot, and it absolutely fucks up the boat so badly, and like you can just flip them off the boat, and it's so satisfying.
This person keeps getting targeted by someone with a red dot scope. I
Yeah,
guess.
that's the
How
hunters.
the fuck does that person keep finding them?
Yeah, I don't know. Like you just
That's
they do.
bullshit.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't. It's not hard to swim away.
This
from
game
them.
about a shark flopping around on a boardwalk eating people is not very realistic.
Yeah, it's not like very difficult to get away from the hunters. Or
Yeah,
anything.
well,
They're not.
It makes me angry that that's very unrealistic.
Yeah.
Would not happen.
Can I just, by the way, before we move on, can I just shout out Art Vanderlei, who's wishing us a happy new year from Australia?
Oh yeah, welcome Australia.
Yeah. Red Van Man says he played Abzu on Epic, and you free a great white shark and swim with it, and he doesn't eat you.
Doesn't eat you.
Doesn't eat you.
Well, you can swim with dolphins in Minecraft. So.
Yeah, but that's not a great white shark, is it?
No, it's not. But
So
it is a
just
sea
saying.
creature that kind of looks similar. Anyway, anything else to say about Man-Eater, Chinny? You've only been going on about this.
No, I just sort of said like it's a
Man-eater.
mix between Dark Souls and Tony Hawk Skateboarder, but you're a shark.
Okay.
You know.
But you're a shark.
But you're a shark. Yeah. So you've got like little landmarks and stuff. Lots of little caves, and it's a great little game. I really enjoy it. I've probably played it for about 12 hours or something. 10
Wow,
hours.
that's quite a bit
Yeah,
for
and
1 week.
I think I'm very close to the end now. I'm getting there, so it's probably got another like 3-4 hours. It's funny that you can kind of tell, isn't it, that what the game's going to be.
Yeah.
But that's Man-Eater, and that is my number 3. Sorry, I talked about it a little bit
Wow.
longer, but I
No,
haven't
no,
talked
it's
about
fine.
it, so-
That's okay.
Talk about it
Yeah.
all you like.
There we go.
Sounds like a fun game.
Right, dude. Back to
Yeah, time for another special award.
special
So-
game.
Special.
Oh, I had it muted. Sorry.
I'm special.
You are
Yeah.
special.
Yeah, Happy New Year from Newcastle. Thank you, Red Van Man.
That's
all
a
right, so
weird
this
category.
award is Best Developer Response to Me.
Oh God, I know what this is. What was?
Oh,
I
do you?
I remember you telling us
Hmm.
that the developer had actually responded to you and said they were going to change something.
Yes, and
As
it
a result of
coincides
your
with a shit
recommendation.
recommendation from Stu.
I can't
Think
remember
about a
that.
dumb game that you recommended. It's not too dumb of a game. Like, it's
Oh,
not
I
the worst
know,
game
I
ever.
know.
What's that?
It was-
Oh.
oh God, what was it called? It's the
Ah,
one with the witches and the potions.
Yes.
Oh, it was. What the fuck was that called though? Damn it! Strange. Horticulture.
Horticulture. No, it's called Strange Horrors. It's a game about.
I quite like that.
Yeah, I know you do, but you don't get to talk about how much you like it right now because that's not the point of
okay.
this award. The point of this
That's
award
on
is for me to
sale.
say.
I'm gonna have a look if it's on sale. I
The
might
point of
buy
this
that.
game is for me to.
Sorry, I'm just like.
No, please tell us more about how you might buy this game.
I might
That's
buy
what
it.
people-
I'm a bit distracted
Great.
now. Oh,
You
there
wanna
we go.
Talking more about that? Go ahead. SPS.
Yeah, it's not out yet.
Yeah, okay, thanks. I just got a text from my school district saying we are in person tomorrow. So fuck you, because the school district in the big city said they were going virtual for a little while, but our school district said we are in person.
Yeah,
So screw you.
Omicron,
Yeah.
baby.
I don't know why they needed to say it, but whatever. Yeah. So okay. Strange Horticulture is not a good game, but
It is a good game.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Stu.
You're right. It is. Go ahead. Talk about why it's a good game.
I'm sorry. Carry on.
Strange Horticulture is not a good game.
It's a
but
good game.
It's a good game.
It's a good game.
All right, let him talk now, Stu. Shut up.
But I will give the developer credit because when I posted a comment in the discussion forum on Steam saying that the drawing in the book, you have to match up, look in a book and then you find the plant that looks like the thing in the book. I pointed out that the drawing didn't really look like the thing and it didn't have the right color. It was, the plant's called like a yellow explosion or whatever it's called. And it wasn't yellow. The drawing was like green or something. And I was like, what? That doesn't make sense. So I complained about it. And look, I'm sure they get a lot of crackpots complaining about a lot of stupid things. But this developer recognized that my complaint was legit and that I wasn't just, whining because I wasn't good at the game, which I'm not. I'll admit that.
He was
right
just
away.
whining, just saying.
Massive whine.
And
Yeah,
it's
it's
the type
fucking
of thing
whines
where
all the time.
it's the type of thing where, the developer recognized that this is something that might also make other gamers annoyed, so they fixed it. They changed it in the game, which I appreciate. I respect, not enough to buy the game, but I do appreciate the fact that a good developer will say, okay, look, I disagree with this person about whether the game was good or not, but I want the game to be better all the time, and I don't think this is going to make other people dislike the game, so I'll make it an improvement in the game, and they did, and I really respect that. So shout out to whoever made this dumb game, Strange Horticulture, for incorporating my suggestion, because everyone should incorporate my suggestions all the time. So there you
Great.
go.
You're
Yeah.
dissing a good game. I will let you have that.
It's not even out yet, so
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know
it's
if it's
not
a
out
good
till
game
next
because
year.
you can't say it's a good game because you haven't played the whole thing. You didn't finish it, so how can you talk about it?
Okay, I'm gonna go for my next award. Are you ready? Special
Yes.
award.
Okay, next award for a
And-
special thing.
I'm special.
And the title of this next award for me is "Don't Believe the Hype" award.
Don't believe the hype, baby. That's a Public Enemy line.
Don't believe the hype.
So, what game do you think I played that deserves this award?
shouting.
A game that was hyped up that you didn't like. It came out this year.
Mm-hmm. And I finished it.
Strange Horticulture?
No.
Game that you finished.
I accidentally looked. Sorry.
Oh, I was
And
going to.
I'm not going to guess it because I don't pay attention when you talk. Farming Simulator.
Nope.
It Takes Two.
No.
I knew.
God,
I was gonna
no,
get
you
too mad
idiot.
when I say that.
That's the most idiotic guess ever.
I know that's your number one choice for Game of the Year.
Not necessarily.
Totally is. You're just covering now. A game that.
Oh, do you want a clue? You want a clue?
Yeah.
Chinny also played and finished this game.
And it was shite.
Really? This year?
Yes. Yeah, he did.
Oh, no. Oh, well, it must be 12 minutes then.
It is 12 minutes.
12 minutes. There you go.
Because, right, I'll be honest. This, hands down, was probably my most anticipated game coming out this year.
Yeah.
Pissing me off. I was like, it's
You
going to
were
be
hyped
fucking
for this,
amazing. Oh,
You were
massively.
hyped.
I saw the first
It
trailer.
looked weird
I'm
as
like,
shit, but it's just shit.
oh, and I'm like, looks fucking amazing. This is going to be brilliant. I love that, you know, like, fucking Forgotten City does time loops well. This game does time loops shit.
And the difference is?
It's shit.
Yeah, but what I mean, tell the developer what they did wrong.
Right, what Forgotten City does really well is kind of shortcuts, I guess. Where when you've finished doing something and it's done, you can instruct someone else to sort that shit out for you. So you don't have to then go through all that stuff again.
Right, avoiding tedium, I think, is an important
exactly.
thing for a time loop game.
What happens with 12 minutes is, to begin with, it's cool. But by the time you get to about the 12th loop and you fucking fuck something up because you forgot to do something in a certain order, you're just like, fucking hell, what? I've had enough.
It illustrates how annoying this problem would be in real life. Because I'd be
Yeah, it
like,
does.
I'm just going to stab myself, and then you'd be back at the start. You're like, fucking hell.
How many times
It does.
did
I
Aaron
mean,
go
to
through
give it
lip syncing trivia?
To give it
setting
its
up-
due, it does try and do some sort of shortcuts, if you will. But the biggest crime this game commits is nothing to do with the mechanics or how it tries to execute stuff. To get the correct ending, you know, the ending that's the sort, you know, supposed real ending is a secret. And quite honestly, the only way you would find that ending is by complete chance.
Yeah.
There is no way you would ever normally work out the ending. You wouldn't go, oh, I know what I need to do. Like with like Forgotten City, I'm like, right, I need to do this, 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 and this, and I know I'm going to get the ending.
Right.
With this, it was like
Click a random shit.
a random fucking book on a shelf that, unless you happen to move your cursor over it, you would never know was there.
Yeah.
It's just the most ridiculous thing ever.
Yeah.
The concept was brilliant. The execution was fucking awful.
See, Deathloop is another game that came out this year that has to do with time loops, and I'd be curious to know how this compares to that. I mean, that's an action game. This is a puzzle game, so I expect that's a big difference.
It's barely a puzzle game. It's just,
I mean, that's the thing. If it's
a puzzle
leaning,
game.
It's leaning heavily toward visual novel,
It was
which
even
is
just-
not what you want in a puzzle in a
It's
loop
not.
time loop.
It's not
game.
even that. It's just sort of stupid, makes no sense shit. Like, you capture the
Tell us how you really
detective,
feel.
and the only thing you can do is kill him. You can't torture him or stab him or.
So Stu's complaint is you couldn't.
No,
torture enough
because you
people.
want information.
Can't
from
get
this
his willy
dude.
out.
I know.
But the only thing you can do is shoot him. As soon as you shoot him, he dies.
You can't get
It doesn't
his,
matter
you
where
can't get
you
his
shoot.
willy out, Stu.
You can't get
You
his
can't pull
willy
his
out.
teeth out
No.
one by one. You can't stab him in the navel.
You can't get
No.
you can't get your own willy out.
And it's massively frustrating because you finally like figure out how to incapacitate the dude, and then you're like, I can't fucking do anything with him. He's a fucking twat. And if you sort of let him up, he headbutts you and kills you anyway.
Yeah.
And it's like, he's fucking handcuffed and he kills me. No.
That's why you handcuff someone in the back, because
It was close, but no cigar. It could have been so much better.
Oh yeah.
And just it frustrates me because it had so much promise and then fucked it up.
Sounds like my.
And the lesson you've learned about gaming hype is
don't fucking believe the hype.
It had so much promise and fucked it up. It sounds like my school report.
It does.
I have a feeling. Here's a prediction for the future. Oh, I have a vision of Stu getting all hyped up for something in the future and forgetting
Sometimes
all
it
the
comes
lessons
to
he learned from
fruition.
12 minutes.
Sometimes
You're right, it does.
Sometimes it
But a lot of
works.
times it's more like this.
I know. I'm so disappointed. I hate the disappointment though. You know, when you really think something's going to be amazing.
Yes.
And then you're just like, you feel deflated. Because
Well,
you're just
yeah.
like,
especially if you
oh my God.
buy it right away, which is
Oh,
I've never been deflated
yes.
lately because I don't buy games right away.
You know what? Do you know what the only saving grace about this whole thing is? It was free on Game Pass.
Well, there you go.
So thank fuck I didn't pay for it.
That's
Just
true.
saying. Just saying.
saying.
So annoyed. I'm so annoyed
All
at
right.
the developer.
Well, thank you for that, Stu. Chinny, are you ready with your next special award?
Yeah.
I'm special.
Tell us the name of the award.
The name of the award is Biggest Surprise.
Oh, okay. Positive surprise, I assume.
Right, okay, here's the first question, Chinny. Did it come out this year?
No.
Okay.
But you played it this year.
Played it this year.
Is it Mass Effect Andromeda?
No. I think it came out in 2019. Yes, it came out in 2019.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Is it a third-person shooter?
It's third person.
Oh no, Mafia.
It's third person.
Mafia.
It's third person.
Is Mafia not third person?
Yes, it is, but it's
Oh.
not Mafia.
But that's a way of saying no, it's not. Third part. Is it a platformer?
No. No.
No.
That's not the shark game again. That's
Is it a narrative game? Is it story driven?
It is heavy on story. Yep.
Heavy on story.
It's heavy on story. Yep.
Oh.
It takes itself quite seriously.
Biggest surprise. You thought you would not like it, huh?
I just didn't really expect a lot from it. I thought.
I feel like I know what this is,
but
did one of us recommend it to you, Chinny?
No.
No, I feel like I remember you talking about this though and saying.
I don't think either one of you have played it.
I do feel like I should know this. Give us another clue. Give us something else.
Could you tell us the genre without giving it away?
Yeah, I can. I think the genre.
Third person.
It's third person. Sort of like.
Oh wait, it's third person.
Like
is it
action,
third person?
Action puzzle game, stealth maybe, stealth puzzle game.
Stealth puzzle.
Stealth puzzle.
Stealth action puzzle, third person. Well, no, Katana Zero is second person or not 2D. It's not Katana Zero, is it?
No.
Third person.
Oh, it's third person.
Do you know what, Duke? It's third person apparently.
Second person.
Is it second, first person?
That's what all first-person games are, really.
I remember you talking about something.
Is it a
I
sequel?
do remember this.
It's not a sequel, but there is a sequel coming to it.
Oh.
Is it from a developer that we know well?
I'm gonna say no.
No.
Let me just have
Could you tell us what else that studio's made without spoiling it?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Probably, but I can't. I'm googling.
Yeah,
Google.
yeah,
Google is your friend.
I think I could go as far as telling you who the developer is. Oh,
Okay.
oh, this will be funny.
Has Jeff got this? He says Origami.
So, the developer
Yeah.
is named Asbo Studios.
Asbo.
Okay.
I know that name.
You know it because they made Flight Simulator.
Oh, Plague Tale Innocence.
It is a Plague Tale Innocence.
I
There
How
it
about
is.
that?
Ooh.
All right.
Oh my god.
You got it. You got
Oh,
it.
that is such a good game.
Okay.
Chinny, I'm with you on this. What a fucking game that is.
Did you play it?
I played it and finished it.
Oh,
I
did
love
you?
that
Sorry.
game.
I didn't
Yeah, I
realise
loved
you
it.
played
There you
it.
go.
Yeah,
that
so this
game.
wins my big surprise. I mean, I thought it would be all right, but I was like, this is like brilliant. This is like really good.
But not good enough to
so
be in your
good.
top 5, huh?
I suppose
Yeah, there's a
not.
question.
Yeah, I don't know why it never made it really. I don't know. I suppose like it could have snuck in there. Maybe it could have beat Monster Train. But I feel like I'm giving it its own spot here, so it's sort of worthy of. It doesn't do anything massively new. It's just really well done, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's a good story as well.
Yeah.
It's a really good. It's really well acted, and it's. I don't know. I just loved it. I really enjoyed this game when I played it.
Mm-hmm.
It's. I think this is a lot of people's surprise game.
And there's a sequel coming.
Yeah, there is. I'm excited.
I will play.
Oh
that.
yeah, by the way,
Get really excited, Stu. Like,
that's
get your
my
hopes up. And
Get hyped.
get
that's my. Don't believe the hype game for next year. Oh my god, I'm so hyped for the.
I shouldn't have believed the hype. is
I
the
know,
new category
yeah.
for Stu.
But yeah, it's great. I loved what I loved about it was the way your powers progressed.
Yeah.
Up until the point, it's like the antlions in Half-Life 2.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Getting the rats doing your business.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah. I just loved it. I just brilliant because there's so many different strategies you can use as well.
Yeah.
I love this game.
Very good.
I did it. It was frustrating in parts. There was one when I was in some camp, and it took me about 5 or 6 goes to get through it, where you have to sneak around all these tents.
I think that's
In
what's on
fact, I
screen
think
now.
it's yeah, I think that's this bit. And that was probably, out of the whole game, the most frustrating bit of the game.
Yeah.
They're not really ducking down too much. They're just kind of.
Yeah, they're
sort of-
fine. No one sees them.
Yeah.
Well, if it's so frustrating, though, you'd think they'd want to, like, cling to the, stuff on the far side.
So there you go. That's my
I know,
biggest
totally
surprise.
with you. I love that. This is your game like that.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
All right, we're up to number 2 and number 1.
We are
We're
number
getting
2,
to the-
number 1, people.
Number 2, people. All right. Before we get to my number 2, I actually just want to say a couple of things about games that did not come out this year, but that I really liked. So Factorio, obviously, amazing game. I got the rocket ship launched, as I mentioned earlier.
You did?
I played Destiny 2, Shadowkeep, and Forsaken DLCs this past year. Those are both great. I think Forsaken's getting vaulted when the new DLC comes out.
Whatever
soon,
that means.
So that's annoying to people. They're taking it out of the game, basically, which is very frustrating if you bought it because you won't have access to it after that happens. But that's what Destiny's doing nowadays. Understand that what you buy for DLC in Destiny 2 is not going to be around in 5 years. So you got to play it quick, people. Red Dead Online, of course. I played a lot of that this year. Assemble with Care was my surprise. If I had a category like Chinny's biggest surprise, it would be Assemble with Care because it's this cute little indie game. You take people's stuff and you fix it. You unscrew stuff.
Oh, I remember
and
that. That looked cool. I couldn't
it's
remember.
cute.
I
If
wanted
you like
to play
unpacking, yeah, unpacking is sort of along the same lines, but it's just fixing things instead of putting them away. She Remembered Caterpillars is a very good puzzle game that I played this year. Genshin Impact, I took a whirl around this year. It's good. It's sort of like Breath of the Wild, except you instead of having the annoying mechanic of your weapons breaking all the time, you have the annoying mechanic of having to switch between characters.
that's
all the
it.
time,
That's in Minecraft.
which is also very annoying. Twickles is a puzzle game. I talked about this once upon a time where you have this grid and you have these squares that you're rotating. You can also rotate the whole board to move this ball from start to finish. That was surprisingly fun. Carto, I played the demo for, which is a fun little top-down adventure game where you're moving pieces of the map around. And Borderlands 3, of course, really caught me by the eyeballs this year, and I played a lot of that. So those are some of the games that were new to me this year, or I came back to this year at least, and had a lot of fun with them.
I don't know about you, Chinny. I felt like that was like a machine gun going off.
Well, I wanted to get through those quickly because I got to get to my number 2 game of the year.
Okay, come on, dude. Get to number fucking 2,
okay,
dude.
and this is not one that I just played the demo for and then just never
All
played
right,
anything
okay.
else.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad
So my
to
number
hear
2 game of the year was a gift from Tainted Brian, and it was Ynglet, or however you say it.
What?
Ynglet, I don't know how you say it. Ynglet is the name of the game.
Oh, I
this
do
is
remember
from the
this.
same developer as Night Sky, and it's a really weird game. It's hard to describe. It is basically a platformer, but it's kind of like a paramecium platformer because you're moving around this sort of jelly-like hand-drawn environment.
It's 2D.
It's a very messy screen. It's a 2D game, and you don't land on things so much as you get absorbed into them. So there are these outlines of boxes and ovals and shapes, and you basically want to kind of land in them, and then you'll stop moving. But otherwise, you're constantly being pulled down. So there are things that will zoom you around like trains. At a certain point, you find these like mirrors that you can bounce off of. It's very abstract. It's very strange. The guy who made it is a really interesting dude. Night Sky is one of my favorite games of all time. It's very relaxing. This game is not very relaxing.
I was
but
going
it
to say
is
a
very
little
innovative.
stressful.
It is a little stressful, but it's also so creative and interesting. Like, it really is not much like anything else. It's hard to think of a game that does what this game does.
Looks fun.
And I really have to give credit to the developer for, taking a risk on something that's so different and so unique.
It looks. If I didn't know better, I'd think it was a pixel junk game.
It does look like a pixel junk game.
The design
Yeah,
isn't
it
as
does.
clean as a pixel junk game, but it
No,
is
true.
in that same, idea of like we're gonna do things that are really innovative and different.
Yeah.
So yeah, I haven't finished it, but I have played it a bit, and it's just so, I don't know, it's polished. It's both messy and polished, which is weird, I know. But it is, like I said, hard to describe. But I really do respect the developer.
It reminds me of, what was that crayon game? We had to use crayons. It was like a puzzle game, wasn't it?
Yeah, where you draw things and.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that a little
I don't remember what it's called, but yeah, it's this game has taken such a bunch of risks, and I think they pay off.
Yeah, it looks good. It does look cool.
Yeah.
So
I like the look of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
There's too many games, Duke, and not enough time to play them all.
It's true.
If this was on Game Pass or something, I'd download it.
Yeah, probably have a go.
To put it on there.
Tell him to stick it on Game Pass. We'll play it.
Yeah. He's active on Twitter. He might respond to me.
Get it on Game Pass.
Get on Game Pass.
My friends don't want to pay you for this, but if you put it on Game Pass, they'll play it and talk shit about it on our podcast.
Correct. Then we'll say it's shit.
Yeah. So
Okay.
anyway, that's my number 2. England.
I guess I better
Stu,
do mine.
What is your number 2?
Are you ready? This will
ready.
kind of tell you what my number 1 is.
Yeah.
Okay. It is Resident Evil VR.
I knew it.
I know. I fucking know.
It. You're like a book.
Fucking. Do you know what?
VR.
Do you know what though? I have started Resident Evil 4 2 times prior to this.
Yeah.
And I've never ever complained. No, to be fair, I've barely ever got past the village at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
In my 2 previous playthroughs. But fuck me if I didn't get past it in this game. I cannot describe to you how good this game is. For me, this is one of the best ports. Along with, obviously, I mean, Resident Evil, they know how to fucking do ports, don't they? And
They
remake.
port the shit out of their game.
They know what they're fucking doing. I mean, we've got the Resident Evil 2 remake, which was just a phenomenal game. Resident Evil 3 was good, but not as good. But Resident Evil 4 on VR was just ridiculous.
Tickety boo.
Yeah.
Oh, honestly, the stuff they've managed to do with a game that's that old, and even though the graphics aren't the best thing in the world, the gameplay and the implementation of the controls in VR is just nothing short of perfect. It's nothing. I've not played anything like this since Half-Life Alyx. This game, for me, in VR, is the second best game you can play in VR. Hands down.
Is it not better than Half-Life Alyx then?
No, it isn't better than Half-Life Alyx. Nothing's better than Half-Life Alyx. But it is close. I mean, you're talking very small increments to between this and Half-Life Alyx. They're almost on a par. But Half-Life Alyx just has the edge because it's just so much polish in that game. Yeah. Well, this is very, very close, Chinny, and honestly to God, I recommend you play this.
I know, it's just effort, isn't it? They are.
It's not really.
It is.
It's not. This is less effort than Half-Life Alyx.
Stand up and shit.
You do, but this is standalone. You've not even got to do.
That's what I mean by effort, like standing up.
I know.
Look, effort.
The feeling of shooting a villager in the face until the head blows off. It's great.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely interested in it. I definitely.
It is honestly.
Want to play it, but, yeah.
I cannot tell you how good this game is, and just it's worth. I mean, it's $29.99, which is quite cheap as far as AAA titles go. And I know it's not AAA anymore, but for a VR game, it is. It's a bargain. I would have happily. It's a fucking bargain. I would happily play 40 quid and still enjoy this. It's honestly brilliant. And I mean, like I say, I've never experienced a full Resident Evil 4, and I know everyone bangs on about how brilliant it is. Playing it like this is just takes it to a whole other level. And honestly, when something creeps up on you, you shit yourself. Do you know what I mean? It's just
if you want a game that'll make you shit yourself.
Yeah, it makes you shit yourself. This is the game for you. If you want to have smelly pants, play Resident Evil 4 VR.
I don't need Resident Evil 4 for that.
No, you don't. Amazing.
Cool.
there's very few other things I can say about it. Just play it. If you got a Quest 2 for Christmas, make this the first game you buy.
Here's something that will make you angry, Stu. Actually, this is something you could fix if you want. The Wikipedia page about Resident Evil 4 has a section called ports. There's no separate page for this VR version, but it's written in the future tense because it was apparently added about the VR and then never fixed when it actually came out. So it says on April 15th, Capcom announced that a new version of Resident Evil 4 with a virtual reality headset via the Oculus Quest 2. Many gameplay elements, including combat and inventory management, will be changed to accommodate VR support. You could go and fix it to say it has been changed.
And it's brilliant.
And you could add, and it's brilliant. And then it'll be flagged
fucking
for bias or original research or something.
It's
You need a citation
absolutely
needed.
fucking amazing.
It's absolutely fucking amazing.
But
Anyway,
yeah,
I
brilliant
thought that would be
in every sense of the word. This game is very close to my number one this year, but it got picked.
Yeah, it got edged out just a little bit.
It just got edged out.
Yeah.
And that's saying something when you consider how old this actual game is in real,
Crazy.
in reality.
Pretty
It's
crazy.
just amazing. Amazing.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Stu.
Chinny,
it
your
is
number
time for
two.
your number 2 game of the year.
Okay, my number 2 is Mafia.
Yay. Ooh, that's number 2.
Everybody's talking about old games that have been remade.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's just like, it's not only like a good remake, it's like a brilliant remake. Like the effort that they've gone to remake the game, new voice actors, new cutscenes, changed all the missions, after the remake that we got from Grand Theft Auto, which I still haven't played, but like, wow.
And you don't want to. You
This
don't want to
is-
play that
That's what I
shit.
hear.
This is how you do a remake, is like this.
This is how you do a
And
remake.
like, it's hard to preserve video games. Like video games.
And that's Chinny talking, man. He's the Rockstar fanboy in the group.
Not
I'll still
anymore.
play them, but whatever. But you know, I think we've got better at it in the last 5 to 10 years about preserving video games and making them playable. But in the era that Mafia 1 came out, I mean, you can buy it on the PC, I know, and stuff, but you know, just making it accessible for as many people as possible. So the fact that it just exists on Xbox and it's all looking pretty and it's brand new, it's nice new mechanics, and the voice acting isn't garbage, then yeah, it's good. It's good, and it's a great series, Mafia, and it's just done it justice, and I'm really happy I played it because I don't think.
I mean,
ever
let's be
played it,
honest, Ginny. We both loved Mafia too.
Yeah, and I can't wait to play it. I've got the definitive edition of that to play, and I can't wait to play that as well. So
there you go.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. But yeah, I just enjoyed it. I mean, this came straight after Mass Effect Andromeda, so there was no way I could put Mass Effect above this, because playing this after Mass Effect was like, oh my god, like voice acting, good
Palate
voice acting,
cleanser.
facial expressions, like wow, you know. So it was all good. And I know it's pretty linear. It doesn't have a lot else going on other than story.
But sometimes you just want a story, don't you?
And the story wasn't anything amazing. Like, you know, if it was a movie, I'd probably be like, well, that was pretty thin. But yeah, but in a movie, you're not shooting people in the face, are you? You know, so
exactly.
It's different.
And I'll be honest, right? Spoilers, but the church shootout near the end is great.
Yeah, that's great. I think the car park shootout is great. It's like it just ticks all the boxes of like, where do mafias always have shootouts? Cemeteries, churches, banks,
big warehouses filled with
warehouses. Yeah, the streets, rooftops, like just all.
I
this,
make jokes about the streets.
The streets. Yeah, it's good. So Mafia is my number 2.
There you go.
I think that's a good choice. Good choice.
Yeah. Time for some more special awards.
Yeah, specials, people.
I'm special.
Maybe we should do both. We should do both our last specials, because then the number 1
Yeah,
games
I
will
agree.
be last.
Yeah, I get that. Let's do that.
Okay,
That's
so
why I originally said that we should start with specials.
Yeah,
But it's
well,
okay. I'm not mad. All right. So my number 4 and then my number 5, or are we doing round 4 and then round 5?
Yeah, do 4 and 5. Yeah, go. Give us a
Okay.
title.
Okay. So my number 4 special award is titled Year's Best Update to a Previously Existing Game. And I'll tell you, the runner-up is Minecraft Caves and Cliffs update, because Minecraft has been doing a lot of good work in updating the game regularly. 2 or 3 times a year, they'll come up with a pretty significant update. And the Caves and Cliffs update was pretty cool because it added a lot of new stuff, amethyst rocks, and other things for the caves. Although it had some stupid things in that update.
I think I know what this is, dude.
Okay, tell me what you think it is.
I'm gonna go with No Man's Sky.
It is No Man's Sky. Well
Oh,
done,
yes.
Stuart. Hey! Now, which No Man's Sky update am I talking about?
How the fuck do I know?
And I would say that Hello Games definitely wins the award for best recovery of a horrible launch game.
Yeah.
Because
definitely.
this game was the most anticipated game of all time and the biggest disappointment of all time.
It got nothing short of mauled to death, didn't it? At its launch?
But now it's got very good reviews on Steam, and every time someone comes into gaming suggestions on Reddit saying, I want to play a building game, but not Minecraft and not Subnautica, and people go, No Man's Sky. Because it really has, they've salvaged this game. It's become a really fun game. Now, it still hits a plateau where you outfit your base with these aliens and they're sending you on these fetch quests, and it's kind of annoying. But nevertheless, like it's got that fun gameplay loop, and they just keep adding stuff to the game. It's bonkers.
They
So
basically they have salvaged victory from the jaws of defeat.
Yeah, they really have. And I hope they've made their money back. I think it's an interesting example of a developer who does not say, well, we made the game, it didn't work.
Let's move on.
Right. Instead, they've said, okay, look, we did promise a whole bunch of stuff. We didn't deliver what we said we would, but let's make it right. And they have made it right. So I'm glad I bought the game. I
mean, to be fair, they haven't made anything else, have they? They have just concentrated.
No, they've been working on this constantly, which is really impressive. And I think it speaks also to the fact that, once upon a time, it just made more sense to cut your losses and move on. But by the time they built, especially with this game, when they built up so much hype and they built up this name, it made more sense to try to salvage the name.
Oh, definitely. I do. I think they have, to their credit, they have just stuck with it and hoped that it will gain traction in the end, and it has.
And Jeff Stab in the chat says all updates have
Yeah,
been
they were.
free.
They never charged for a single thing.
Absolutely. They haven't charged for any of that.
Yeah. I mean, I played this in VR, and it was kind of fun. But it's not my kind of game.
When if you'd have said like in 2016 when this game came out, like No Man's Sky would be positively reviewed, you'd happily recommend another game from them. You'd play. You'd recommend this game.
Right.
You'd be laughing at them. You'd be like, "Wow!"
Absolutely.
And like a year. I remember a year later they started adding like buildings and stuff to No Man's Sky. I was like, that was the start of them going, "Hey, fair play!" Like they're still sticking with it, and ever since it's just got better and better and better. And
do you know what's kind of funny about this game? I got this on PS4, and I'm like, yeah, I need to get this to CEX before it loses any more value.
Yeah, sure. A lot of people
need to sell this shit because it's going to be worth about £1 in a month.
It's probably worth like a tenner now.
No, do you know what? It sells quite a bit now.
Yeah. And Jeff Stab also says there's a VR version, which is amazing as well.
Yeah, I played it. I played the VR version.
Did you know that Stu played the VR version?
Did you know? I just said it about 5 seconds ago, to be fair.
Yeah, you did. I remember you saying it.
I did.
Yeah, the Wikipedia, it's just interesting because most games on Wikipedia don't have this like epilogue, but there's this whole paragraph about how, in retrospect, following the patch, journalists generally recommended the game. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah. So, I mean, I just think it's a really interesting example. And, like, Bethesda has tried something similar with Fallout 76. Now, that game had bigger core problems, I think. But they've done some good work making that game better. So I think it's a good sign that developers are willing to keep working on a game if it's not as good as it should be when
it's also a bad sign that they can we'll just release it and we'll fix it later.
Right. To put it out in its crappy state.
Can we just say Cyberpunk 2077, just saying.
He's still shit.
Yeah.
That could have been in the don't believe the hype category.
Sure.
Yeah, that was 2020 though.
Yeah, I know it was.
Nobody would talk about a game from a previous year.
Yeah, we wouldn't talk about that on this show.
No, I felt like we just talked about it last year, that's all.
Go on, what's your other one then? Give us your other.
All right, so my number 5 special award is...
I'm special!
a game that you will never guess, I don't think.
Okay.
And
Go on,
it's
give us
the
a- give us
best
a clue.
free game of the year.
Okay, I think that is.
Nope, that's not it.
I have no
Whatever you're gonna
idea.
say
Go on.
is
Give us a clue.
It was made by a bunch of students for like a.
Oh, I do know
programming-
this. I know this. I remember
Do you
you
really?
talking about this.
Okay.
I do.
'Cause I don't
can't
remember
remember.
very
I
much
can't
about it.
I can't remember what it is though, but I do remember you
Well,
talking about it.
They were basically trying to recreate the way that the game Stronghold worked.
Maybe I don't know
And-
this.
Yeah, it's called
is it,
Vedalem,
Yeah. Okay. Very
the
good.
Golden Horde.
Yeah, I do vaguely remember you talking about this.
Yeah. So it was, a student project created by Castle Roaches, which is part of Breda University of Applied Sciences, which I have no idea what that is. But nevertheless, it's a bunch of students. It is a university in the Netherlands. So there you go.
I do remember
yeah,
this. I remember it now. I've seen it.
Okay.
'Cause
Well,
I remember
it's,
thinking it looks pretty polished for a student
It
game.
is pretty polished. The gameplay isn't very sophisticated, but here's the thing. One of the things that drives me nuts about modern real-time strategy games is that they're often so goddamn complicated that they don't become fun because there's so much to keep track of. Now, that's pretty rich coming from me who just spent 30 hours winning Factorio.
Yeah,
but
you did.
nevertheless, I like the fact that this game kept things simple. And, so maybe I should just be hanging outside game developing classes and asking students, hey, what are you working on? What do you got going on there? Because that's the kind of game maybe that I really like. But I'm glad they released this for free. It's very polished. It's very slick. It looks good. And I had a lot of fun playing it. So that's my number 5 special best free game of the year.
Cool.
Thank
That's
you,
pretty good.
Castle Roaches students.
Cool.
Breda University of Applied Sciences in the Netherlands.
Right, are you ready for my next category?
Special.
Yes, we are ready for your
My
next special
category. Game I played you two don't know about.
Okay. Well,
Well,
we're never going to be able
we're
to
never
guess
gonna
this.
guess that, are we? Clue.
Can you give us a clue?
I'll give you a clue. I don't know how to give you a clue actually without giving it away.
Uh-oh.
It sounds like something you'd find in a plug.
Fuser.
Super Shock.
Yay, Fuser.
Oh, right.
So I bought this on the Epic Games Store when it was because they were giving away like £10 vouchers, like they were falling out your arse. So it was £5. So I'm like, do you know what? I've looked at this game a few times, DJing and all that shit, and it's £5.
Right.
So I bought it
Why
and I
not?
played it, and I'm not that impressed. I'm finding it
Because
a
you're
bit...
a DJ elitist.
Well, it's not because I'm a DJ elitist, but
This game sucked.
the way they've implemented it isn't great.
No.
And I'll tell you for why, right?
And this
I'll tell you
is
for why.
was Rock Band. They were the one. This is what they've been working on since Rock Band.
Harmony.
It is.
And it was not
So-
worth the wait.
Harmonics.
Dude,
Yeah,
tell
harmonics.
me. Do you know what a phrase is when you mix
Yes.
it? And
Yes.
how many bars is a phrase?
4.
No, it's 8. But
Okay, 8.
which is it's 8 bars.
Look at that eye roll! Like I thought you said you knew. You obviously don't know.
But anyway, here's the problem with this.
Just prick.
When it throws you challenges, right, to mix, it wants you to do them really fast. So you're trying to do them every 4 beats
Yes.
in some instances, which
Right.
a real DJ would never do.
DJ Hero did DJ mixing video game correctly, and this game does it incorrectly.
It doesn't necessarily do it incorrectly, but it doesn't do it. It almost over
It's rushing
gamifies.
things.
Yeah, it almost
Yeah.
over gamifies it. And there is a freestyle mode, which is probably better because you can wait your allotted.
Well, they got to
for
do
a
something.
phrase.
Yeah, they got to do something to measure how well you're doing.
Yeah, and
But,
it, rushes,
you're
it
right.
almost
It's
rushes you.
rushing.
And
I
as a
agree.
result, it doesn't sound right because you're meant to change on the phrase. You know what I mean? That's when you change something because that's when the music itself changes. But in this game, it's
That's not a
kind of
song.
Yeah, and the song, every song has every song is split into 8 bars. You know, that's how any type of genre. It's not just dance music; it's any type of song.
Well, there are some pieces of music that I listen to that changes every 4 bars, but
yeah, which is true, which also happens.
yeah.
But most of the time,
but I know what you mean. Most of the time, yes, it's fine. It is 8.
But yeah, so I'm not massively. I'm not totally impressed if I'm being totally honest.
Well, I agree. I didn't have fun playing the demo.
And it's kind of fun, but then the other problem it's got is because it's mixing genres, which is fine.
Yes. That's fine.
You know, it does pop.
That could open
dance.
the door for a lot of. I mean, again, DJ Hero intentionally put a lot of people together and said, "Okay, Dizzy Rascal, you hang out with Daft Punk and see what comes out of it."
Yeah,
and some great music came out of that.
It does. But the other problem is they do this weird thing. Like with my DJ software, with any DJ software, whether it's Serato or Record Box or whatever, most of them have a function where you can either speed up or slow down the music and keep the song in key.
Right.
So, you know, the vocals still sound exactly the same, whether it's doing 135 beats per minute or it's doing 10 beats per minute.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? The key is still the same. In this game, obviously you can mix something into something that's a lot slower, but they don't maintain the key. So it just sounds really weird. You know, I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. I thought I was really going to like it, but I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. I get it. And to be fair, I was doing quite well, you know, as far as sort of mixing on the beat and all that kind of stuff. But this literally is telling you to do stuff every 4 beats, like every bar.
Right.
It's going, right, mix something else in now. Or the crowd's going, oh, I want some pop music mixed into this.
Right.
And sometimes the vocals as well, obviously the vocals don't necessarily, it'll just cut the vocal off and then bring the next one in straight away. And it just sounds weird.
Right.
You know what I mean? You might get like a good score for it because you've done it bang on the beat, but it just doesn't sound right. But it only gives you a limited time to do it. So you can't wait till there's a pause in the vocal to bring the next vocal in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now, to be fair, to give this game its due, it does feature Bonnie Tyler's song "Holding Out for a Hero."
Yeah,
so I mean, you take the good and the bad. I mean, it's, you know.
Yeah,
oh wait, that was a DLC song available.
Yeah, I probably won't play it again. There's a lot of songs. To be fair, it does give you a lot of stuff.
Yes, it does.
But you do have to unlock. You do have to unlock them.
Right.
So you win every time you do a good performance. You win like this in-game currency, OBS.
Yeah.
And then you spend the currency to unlock more songs.
Right.
And then sometimes it'll just give you those songs as part of the progression with the next venue you're playing or whatever. I can see how this would appeal to someone who's never mixed music for real.
Right.
But for me personally, I don't want. I'm glad I only paid £5 for it. Yeah. Let's put it that way.
Sure.
It's fine, but it's not amazing.
Yeah.
I'd much rather play Guitar Hero again, if I'm being totally honest, or Rock Band.
Sure. Rock Band continues to be awesome. I wish I hadn't sold my DJ Hero turntable, to be honest.
I sold all my equipment, and I wish I'd have kept it.
Yeah.
But we do what we do.
Maybe they'll remake it in 10 years, and we'll buy it all again.
Maybe we will.
I've got my DJ thing right here. Like somewhere.
Your DJ thing?
My DJ deck's behind me.
What are you
do
talking
really have
about?
No, the DJ Hero controller.
Oh, yeah, I love that game.
Yeah.
But this.
All right. So was that your number 4 special?
Yeah.
That was my number 4. You ready for number 5?
All right, what's your number 5 special?
Okay, you're gonna like this. You're gonna like this because
I'll tell you what I like and don't like.
I ran out of ideas, so
it's not like you.
So my number 5 is my game of the year in the first ever Veteran Gamers Game of the Year show we did.
So it's not a game you played this year then?
No.
So it would have been.
It's a game you played 12 years ago.
Hold on, this is where we're going to test my knowledge of years. So it's 2008.
No. No, we didn't, because weirdly
we didn't used to do.
No, it was the 035s in 2009.
Oh, so 2010.
It's two
Oh, that's
games
right, 'cause
from
we launched-
2010.
Okay, so what came out in 2010? Red Dead Redemption came out in 2000, but you wouldn't pick that. Oh God, hold on. Mass Effect 2.
No, although that did come out. That
I
was
know it
number
did.
two.
Don't
That was number
question-
two,
don't
man.
question me
Number
ever
two.
again.
I'm just looking at the best games from that year and see if I can pick which one you
I'm trying to remember them off by heart.
See, I don't want to shout them out because then Chinny would get thrown off. I think I know what it is, based on this list I'm looking at. From 2009.
Go on, Jude.
Is it?
What
Is it? Oh, it's not Heavy Rain. That's 2009.
No, I want to let Chinny guess some more because
No, it isn't.
Heavy Rain's 2009.
I think Duke definitely knows
Is
what
it
this
Deadly,
is.
Deadly Premonition came out in 2010?
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Deadly
did not know
Premonition.
that because that did not show up in the list of best video games for 2009. It would have shown. Here, wait, let's change best to worst and see if it comes up. Well, it doesn't have a big list on Google, so I can't tell you.
So anyway, what did you think it was?
I thought it was Uncharted 2.
No.
That was
That game
2009.
sucks.
That was
Deadly
like-
Premonition.
Uncharted
Now,
2 was
weirdly,
in 2009, I think. Uncharted 2 was it?
Yeah.
2009?
Oh, 2010. Whoops, my bad.
2010.
My bad.
When I listen back to the show, though, and I don't
Yes.
remember this, I remember it being Deadly Premonition, but it turned out it was jointly Deadly Premonition and Red Dead Redemption. So
Wow.
I actually
you were
chose
wrong, Chinny. You
both.
did pick Red Dead.
I picked
Huh?
them both.
That was one of those rare games where we all loved it.
Yeah.
It was great.
Well, Deadly Premonition was one of the 2 worst games that came out that year, although I can't really say because I never played Deadly Premonition. But Heavy Rain also came out that year. So
2009 Heavy Rain.
Yeah, 2009.
No, 2010. It says 2010.
Was it
right?
February
Was it?
2010?
I don't know. I'm just telling you what Google's telling me. 2010.
I thought it was
February
2009.
2010, yes.
Wow, it was February. Fucking.
It was, you know, it was weird when I was listening to myself back. I was like, yeah, this game is terrible in so many ways, but it's also brilliant in so many
No,
ways.
that's not a thing. It
No.
can't be both.
That's exactly what I said.
I mean, it can be, but that's not what this is. This is
And I
just
was like,
shit.
it's got terrible controls. The combat is rubbish, but then it's also brilliant at the same time. Oh my god! So yeah, there you go. That was my 2 games in the first ever. Do you know what was kind of funny as well? Back then, we used to do a poll and read out what the viewers or listeners, should I say?
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah, what the listeners chose, and then we obviously gave our what we liked.
We could do more community engagement if we wanted to, but
Exactly. Back in
Well,
the
at the
day,
start of the show, we said like email in.
we did.
Yeah,
that
that's
is true.
true.
Do we not care
That is
about that
true.
now?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, we ain't got time for that shit. So that's mine. Chinny, over to you.
Chinny,
These are
what
my
is your number
specials, right?
4? Yeah, number 4.
Your last
special.
2 specials.
I'm special.
So my number 4 special is I wish I had more time with it, but I didn't play it for very long.
Oh.
You wish you had
Some
more time with
clues.
it.
Stu and I played this together.
Oh.
Darts? No, you didn't play that.
We didn't play that.
Is it a
Poker?
VR game?
It is a VR game.
Oh. Is it a shooty
Poker
game?
or mini golf?
It is mini golf.
Oh, I love that game.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
I could just get a sound clip of Stu going, I love that game. And
I
when
do
we
love that
Game of the
game.
Year, just have him play it every other time.
Yeah, I thought it was great. Yeah, I thought it was really good. I think it's fucking mini golf. I mean, there's not a
It
lot
is.
to say about it, but it's done really well. Me and Stu had a good laugh, and I wish
We did.
like
Can I just say, by the way, I played one of the nighttime courses this week
yeah.
in mini golf, and it was the haunted graveyard one.
Mhm.
It was brilliant in the dark. With candles all over the place, and they completely altered every hole to make it more difficult.
The only good thing about if we have another lockdown is that we'll get to play this.
Yeah, we'll definitely play more of this. It's so
Um,
good.
But yeah, mini golf is my next category. But my next category, by the way, yeah, sorry, is
It's fine.
I'm special.
this is a kind of don't believe the hype, but I've called it everyone going crazy and then no one mentions it, plays it, or even acknowledges it that it existed anymore.
Back for Blood.
No.
Don't believe the hype.
Like I literally I've heard no one talk about this game, but it was fucking everywhere when it came out.
Did it come out this year?
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like I should know this.
I think I might know it, and I think
Go
it might
on.
also be my game of the year.
What? Go on then, Duke. What do you think it is?
Does it start with a V, Chinny?
I would reserve that because I think it is the same thing.
Oh my
That's
God,
okay.
Love
I don't
Face
mind
is
talking about
back,
it now,
by the
'cause, I
way.
mean, I'm gonna be up next.
We're not talking about them.
Okay.
Forget them.
What?
Forget Love Face. He keeps
Love
talking
Face
about
is
bloody
back
Love
again.
Face. He keeps talking every time if you mention spam in the chat, every fucking time, Stu. Like, forget it. Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry,
I'm
sorry,
watching,
but it's
I'm watching.
distracting. Love Face is
No,
back.
I think we should go ahead and talk about it because I'll just say that my game of
Come
the
on,
year
then. Go on, then.
is the same game as Chinny's. Everyone was talking about it, and now nobody's talking about it at all. Valheim.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Is that it? Is
And
that
I
it?
chose
Is
this as
that
my
it,
game of
Ginny?
the year because first of all, I haven't played. That was yours, Chinny. That was the one you're talking about.
Yep.
Yeah. I didn't play a lot of games this year, so there's that. But the game that I did have the most fun playing was this one.
We had fun doing that first.
We put a lot of hours in.
I had a weird
we went
experience with
nuts.
Valheim because, I mean, there was we the first time I played it was us three, and we were literally like rubbing sticks together, like you know, trying to chase a ball for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I jump
Right.
into Fraser's server from the SEAL team, and it was like
Yeah.
they had fucking
fucking
electric
They had
launch
skyscrapers
They had
and
like
cars
nuclear
and shit.
power and stuff, and I was like, what the fuck? And then
There's a
one of
lot
the-
in this game, huh?
One of the moments is like they get in a boat, which I didn't know you could do.
Mm-hmm.
They were sailing off, and then somebody played like that or something.
Right.
And I was
Yeah.
like, what is this game? Yeah, and I enjoyed it, but
Yeah.
I sort of like was like, okay, I'm done with it. And I kind of thought this would be like everybody would be playing this for ages and ages and ages, and then about 2 weeks later, like nobody was playing it, and like
Yeah.
no one was.
Well, that's the
acknowledging it.
way. I think it's much more likely that games are going to come and go like that. Whereas in years past, this would have been. I mean, you know, when Minecraft first came out, y'all just went nuts with it for 6 months.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like, I mean, PUBG stayed for a long time,
Yeah, that's true.
and Warzone is
But
still
this is
there
a
and
rare
stuff.
game that brings people together the way games don't do so much
Yeah.
anymore.
I'm
This was nominated, by the way, for best multiplayer game in
Yeah.
the Game Awards 2021.
Did it
Not
win?
but nope.
No. What one?
You see, I think you'd be surprised, Ginny. I think
I'll
there's
tell you
probably
later.
still quite a lot of people playing this.
Not in my circle.
No,
Right.
not in our side, but I think
That's
in
what he
general.
means when he's
That's what
talking
I
about
mean.
nobody.
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
That's
yeah.
all I
He's talking
know.
about
You know.
his little world.
But like even on, I listen
But
to
it's
podcasts.
true.
I listen to
yeah.
podcasts like, you know, professional gaming podcasts and stuff, and like no
Yeah.
one really mentions.
They
this
never
game.
mention it.
No.
It's the kind of thing that was like easy come, easy go. Like it was such a big deal.
But
But
it
I
was
mean, to be
massive,
fair,
though, when it came out.
right? But
Yeah, it
this
was.
is the thing. It doesn't really make sense that it would be a massive hit, to be honest, because it didn't really do much new.
No.
It's a third person building survival game. That's not new. That's
No.
not special.
Yeah, it's sort of
it
bizarre,
did
really.
things
I think-
fairly well. It's not a bad game.
I think
but
the
it's
thing
not-
that's unique about it is that you got raided like randomly, like your base got raided by like massive trolls and stuff, and
Yeah.
like the.
I mean,
the
in
s-
Minecraft, you got zombies attacking.
Yeah,
you,
but
so
like
that's-
I mean, it was literally like a wave of enemies would just come and
Yeah.
attack you, but also. Like the scale of it was huge, and like
Yeah.
you got like the sea,
I
and you
agree with
can
that.
make a boat and all this.
Yeah.
So like I don't know. Yeah, you're right, Duke. I don't know really why it was so successful because there are so many games that have done this. But it was just everywhere, and I was like, right, this is what everybody's gonna be playing. I'll give it a go. I bought it, liked it, and thought, okay, maybe
Yeah.
I'll play more of that, and then never played it again. And
Jeff makes a good point. It is still early access, so
yeah, so is Rust.
it may be that. Yeah. Actually, I think
Yeah.
Rust did technically come out at one point.
Did it?
Did leave early
Are
access.
you
yeah.
sure?
Yeah. I think so.
But yeah, this was. I mean, Fraser and his crew. They played
Yeah,
these
full
games
release
to
2018
death
for Rust.
for about a month, don't they? And then they move on.
Yeah.
And by the way, Rust
is he
came
still
to
playing-
the Xbox
by the way,
One and
is-
PlayStation 4 in this year, May of 2021.
Is
Technically, Rust is a new release.
There you go. Is Fraser still
my
playing
game of the year.
Valorant? By the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's still going. See, that's
He
stood the
still
test
plays
of
that. I
time.
think Fraser's the only one left who plays it, but yeah, he and I like Valorant. I think it's a good game, but like I'd only play it with them. You know, if I did play it.
Yeah.
It's not a game that I mean, even Overwatch, which I really like, it's still not my cup of tea really. But anyway, yeah, we got formerly known as Need, or I don't know, in the chat saying Resi Village mogged everything this year.
What does that mean, mogged?
I think
Do you
mogged
know?
as in like beat.
Presumably
It beat,
did better than.
Yeah, it beat everything.
I don't think that's true. You know, that nearly got my number 5 position.
It won a lot of Game of Year awards.
Yeah.
Including, I think, the
it
Video
nearly
Game
got it.
Awards.
It was close.
It kind of feels like the standout AAA game that sort of.
It was good. I really enjoyed it, but I guess I just enjoyed.
Well, I mean, what
other
was
stuff
competing
more.
with it this year?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't going to say this right now, but like, I mean, my top 5 sort of, it's a reflection of like, I think it's like a shit year, really. Like, I'm not that impressed with this year and the games that have come out. I just don't.
And a lot of them came out very recently, like Halo Infinite,
Yeah.
Deathloop.
I haven't played
Forza Horizon 5.
Yeah.
These all just came out.
I haven't played Halo Infinite. That probably would have made my list. I haven't.
Yeah, I played a little bit of it, but not enough.
I haven't played like Deathloop because it's on the PlayStation, and I just, on the PlayStation 5, I don't have a PlayStation 5. I haven't played Forza because it's another Forza, but it's just, yeah, I like
that nearly got into my fuck this game, I'm done game. Forza, because I'm just like, because it's as great as it is, it's just the same as all the other Forza games.
Yeah.
I wonder, do you think that the dearth of awesome games this year has something to do with the pandemic, or do you think it's just
maybe?
I think that's some of it. I do think that's some of it.
No, I think it might be the pandemic. I mean, but like now and again, you get good years. I mean, 2014 was a really bad year. I think 2019 was a really bad year. Like when I say really bad, there's always like, but this game came out. I was like, yeah, there's always like one that's like really good.
There's an outlier, isn't it? There's always
but
an
like
outlier.
the 2014, I think everybody's game of the year was like Shadow of Mordor, which is a good game, but it's like, I don't know, you can do better than that. When you've got like 2007, when you got Halo 3, Call of Duty 4. Mass Effect 1 all coming out in the same year. You've got like
I think part of it too is that was a time where the games industry was finding its footing and figuring out what it meant to be in this brave new world of games. And I feel like we've been in that world for a while now, and it's hard to find new things to do.
I mean, that's ultimately my problem with video games at the moment. Is like,
right.
I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm not enjoying them, but I struggle to find stuff that like interests me. And the only thing that really does interest me is something new or nostalgia. So Mafia is nostalgia, really. Or GTA is nostalgia. And Maneater is like, oh, that's a fucking game where you're a shark. That's like new. I've never played a game where you're a shark. So that's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then you've got the element of like, well, not all games are your games, are they? So base building games are not my thing. So even if there's a good year of base building games or strategy games, I'm like, well, that's not really my thing. So you've just got this like problem. Like, I don't know. For me at the moment, I struggle to find games that I like.
You see what, Chinny? You see,
yes,
that's where Resident Evil 4 VR comes in, because that's nostalgia.
It's
and
new.
It's
not
new
nostalgia
because
it was a game that people didn't. We didn't enjoy when we played it originally.
Not new.
It's new and nostalgia.
It's not new.
It's new to VR.
It's not new.
It's not no shooting stuff in VR and walking around is not new in VR.
No, but it's very well implemented.
It's literally like a fucking
20-year-old Let's get to number 1. People.
Sorry, one little bit of trivia here for Valheim. A month after its release, it had sold 5 million copies and was one of the most played games on Steam.
Yeah.
And again, like, that's awesome, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You know what,
though?
Like, why? They made money.
Yeah.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
But that's not my top priority in terms of what makes a game.
They made cash.
I'm happy.
And again,
for
I
them.
like this game. I can't put my finger on what made it stand out from the 700 other crafting games.
Yeah, I'm happy for them. Like, I'm really
me
grateful.
too.
But I enjoyed it when I played it. But I was like, I'm shocked at how quick it got dropped. Not by me, but by like. Generally by the vibe of everybody that I know and play games and listen, because I listen to not only professional podcasts but podcasts with all our friends as well. So the Seal podcast, the Joysticks and Chill, and like I never really heard anybody talk about it ever again. So you kind of you can read the room, and I just felt like everybody dropped.
They had a Yeah, by the way, they had I didn't know this. They had a Hearth and Home update in September of this year.
No one
which
knew.
brought general improvements to the game and introduced new food, weapons, and build options. No date for full release though.
Yeah.
Can I just say, formerly known as Sneed, said VR slightly overrated.
Slightly.
Slightly. No, it isn't. You know why? And I'll tell you for why.
God, you've got to fucking say
Sneed.
Oh God, Sneed.
Because it's something different, man. We played so many third person.
VR's like 6 years old by
no.
now.
No, it isn't though. It's still they're still bringing you.
It's the same thing that Lawnmower Man was giving us back in 1987.
Yeah, mini golf is fine.
Mini golf with a bucket on your head. Yeah, the next wave of game developing is mini golf.
Darts in VR.
Darts and mini golf. Yeah.
You don't have to have a fucking big room with a dartboard at the end because you can just do it.
Yeah. Oh, and it's such a huge investment to get a dartboard and put it on the wall. So few people are able to swing that.
No, most people. I don't have room to put a dartboard anywhere. I don't have.
You
room
don't need room. You need the back of a door. Have you never watched a TV show? It's on the wire.
I've got a bowling alley in my living room.
The
I've got a bowling alley, dude.
Union. They've got a dartboard.
All right.
I've got a bowling alley.
Look.
No, I don't.
Stop.
Of course not. I'm not claiming that bowling alleys are a big ask.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Just saying. I've got a mini golf course in my house.
66% of this podcast agrees that VR is stupid. So moving on.
No,
yes,
dude. Look, Chinny's got one. Chinny has got.
So what?
Stupid. All right, come on. We got to get a crack on. Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
Are we ready for number one? I already gave my number one.
Yeah, you've done your number one. Yeah.
So right, I'm doing mine.
Your number one. We already know what it is.
Guess what it is.
Steve also dissed this.
It Takes Two, of course.
Of course. It Takes Two. I'm Rob Bass, and I came to get down.
This is number one for a number of reasons.
And sorry, you saw Sneed in the Twitch chat saying he doesn't get the.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Okay,
don't read
good.
that.
Well, make sure you know that a lot of people don't like this game.
You agree?
Do you know what,
Duke?
Duke? Do you know what, Duke? People are allowed to be wrong.
He should call himself Stu.
That applies to you, Stu.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, really.
Totally does. But It Takes Two, and for a number of reasons. One, because it's just a brilliant game. And, I mean, we talked about this a bit last week. The creativity in this game is ridiculous. They come up with concepts and go, right, do this for this level, and then just throw it away. They don't care. They're just like, I can come up with something even better for the next level. And the other reason this is my game of the year is because I played this with Millie, and she equally loved it. She doesn't play a lot of video games, but this just hooked her from the beginning. And although it was fucking hard work trying to get to play it in between uni work, when we did play it, we really loved it, and we played so well together.
It sounds to me, Stu, like your daughter doesn't have the right priorities, and that's your fault.
Yeah, it is. Whatever. I tried, man. When she was young, I tried.
Fuck uni. Sit down and grab a controller.
Yeah, so close. Yeah. But yeah, it's. I just love it. I love the game. The story was terrible, and the concept of the game was awful, but the gameplay was just sublime. I mean, this is just brilliant. I loved every bit of it, from beginning to end, and even the small sheet ending was kind of all right, I guess. But the comatose parents not so good.
I thought that was funny.
But yeah, so there you go.
I was listening to a podcast, and they were talking about like the game of the year and they knocked one of the hosts was like, It Takes Two is my game of the year, blah blah blah, and then everybody was like going, but the story, and I'm like, no one should be really taking this story like you shouldn't knock the game because it has a terrible story.
You shouldn't.
I feel like this game was just designed. I said this the other day, where like the game matters first. Like that's the first priority, and the story just moves everything along. And
it's kind of like
they were talking about like how but a video game about the divorce, they could have done so much better. I'm like, fuck off. Like
who cares?
Just it's a game where like it's so fun to play in co-op. It's so interesting and so creative. Like they just needed a story, and it's kind of fun to pick like two people. I mean, this is what sitcoms and movies do all the time. Pair two people that don't get on together, like Planes, Trains and Automobiles, which we watched on Boxing Day, by the way, and
such a good film.
You know, two people that naturally clash and get them to like work together. Like so, like a divorced couple is like a cool way of doing it. Now, yeah, I mean, the dialogue is a bit annoying. It goes on, and the story's a bit jank, and the kid looks like an old woman, and they're weird. But like, whatever. When you're playing, when you're moving the character, when you're moving the analog stick, and that character is moving because of you, the game is always fun.
Yeah, and it's always just doing something new all of the time. I mean, I agree with you completely, Chinny. I kind of think they came up with all these game mechanic ideas, and then like, how do we hook this all together?
Yeah.
Let's do this. It's fine.
Yeah.
And you know,
go on, sorry, Duke.
There's a lot of games that have very mediocre stories. And, you know, Skyrim doesn't have very good stories in it. But that's okay because the gameplay is so amazing.
I just don't think, you know, if you're looking for a good story, if you get it in a video game, you're lucky, right? Like, I never play video games to get my story bug. Do you know what I mean? If I want a good story, I'm not playing a fucking video game. I'm not going to play a video game to get it, right?
Well, some of them do a good job of it.
But if I'm like, you know what I'm in the mood for? A good story. Let's play a video game. I would never do that, right? Because A, they're too fucking long, and B, they're always bad, and usually bad or shit. And like,
well, and you're investing a lot of time for something that you're really not confident about.
You watch
and
a
if
movie,
it doesn't work out, like Neocab, it's like, ugh.
You watch a movie, you read a book, you know what I mean, like whatever. But like, I feel like if you're searching for a good story in a video game, I think you're looking at the wrong thing. If you get one, great, you know, like,
it's a bonus.
It's a nice benefit.
It's a nice benefit,
but it's not. It shouldn't be the motivating factor.
For me, and this is my problem with sort of these like graphic novel games and stuff. For me, what I have to be doing has to translate on screen as being fun, whether that's shooting people in the face, driving a car, doing a platforming, whatever. It has
or
to
doing
be
all
fun.
three of those things at the same time.
Whatever, yeah.
Jumping between seats as a platformer in a car while you're shooting people in the face.
Yeah.
You see, to be fair, a fine story and mechanics game is God of War.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're rarities, aren't they? You know, when they come together, like God of War or Red Dead or whatever, like I mean, even Duke's favorite game ever, Skyrim, doesn't have a great story. It doesn't mean it doesn't have great stories within it, but I mean, like The Witcher, like overall, is it a great story? It's okay, but within it, it's got some decent bits and bobs, so it drives you through.
Well, that's the other thing is that, you know, there are very few TV shows. Well, there are some TV shows, like The Wire is a good example. They have like a bunch of storylines in them.
Yeah.
Ongoing, because a lot of sitcoms will have, you know, 3 stories, plots in one episode, but usually it's not from episode to episode. A few movies have more than one storyline, but video games are kind of unique in that you do get that series of storylines in a game like Skyrim or The Witcher.
Yeah.
So.
And can I just say, by the way, formerly known as Sneed, has gone.
Okay.
Because presumably we're talking about It Takes Two. He's like, I don't agree with that. I'm out of here.
Yeah, well. By the way, this game was nominated for Best Multiplayer Game at the Golden Joystick Awards, and it won.
Yeah.
Beating out, I didn't look at what it beat out for Best Multiplayer Game. Hang on a second.
It is one of the best multiplayer games.
Oh, they don't list the multiplayer nominees. Anyway, but it was nominated for Ultimate Game of the Year at the Golden Joysticks Awards and lost to Resident Evil Village for Game of the Year. But it won Game of the Year at the Game Awards.
Yeah, the Jeff
as
Keighley
well
Game
as
Awards,
Best
Yeah, it
Multiplayer
did,
Game, Best Family Game.
It
was nominated for Best Narrative, but lost at the Game Awards.
Best narrative?
No, it shouldn't even.
No.
Right?
No, never.
And was also nominated, but lost Best Game Direction and Player's Voice.
Mhm.
So
Player's
anyway,
Voice,
a little
what's that?
FYI.
What won Best Narrative, by the way? Was it Forgotten City?
I don't know. I don't think it was. Looking. Best Narrative. No, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Apparently that's
I
good,
know,
you
right?
know. That's
I
the,
know. I have heard that. I keep
I
thinking I should
surprised.
play it.
Yeah, I've heard it's really good. Like better than you expect. Yeah.
Best
anyway.
performance was Maggie Robertson as Lady Dimitrescu in Resident Evil Village.
Oh, brilliant. She was great.
The 3D scanning on that was fantastic.
Oh, amazing. She has got some big breasts, just saying.
You just say it right on the nose,
Really?
don't you, Stu? You don't even...
Really?
Just saying, man.
Yeah.
She's a big lady.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they meant by best performance, I'm sure.
I'm sure it
tits,
probably
man,
is.
hey.
You gotta look at the tits.
Just a minute. I said breasts. I wasn't being as vulgar as you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, suggest that you were being objectifying of women. Yeah. Anyway,
people objectify men as well. Just saying.
Really, you're really going? What?
There will be no Magic Mike.
Men too?
There? Magic Mike. Just saying. Women scream and bite their asses.
You're right. That does
exactly. So it happens both ways, Duke. It's
Therefore, patriarchy doesn't exist and feminism is pointless.
Exactly.
Right.
Jeez.
Okay. Are we ready for Chinny's game of the year?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Chinny.
It Takes Two.
We already talked about, so there's no need to go on. Which is good because we're at the 3-hour mark. Holy crap!
Jeez.
I know that's been a long show.
Jeff Stab has mentioned in the chat
people.
Battlefield 2042 was his most disappointment of the biggest.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I didn't hate the demo the way everyone else did. I didn't get the game, obviously, but I don't know. I guess
that could be in the game that everybody's forgotten about.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's got such people review bombed it on Steam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's surprising to me that that was so universally despised because I didn't hate it. I mean, I feel like I don't really have my finger on the pulse of the gaming community as a whole, but I don't feel like it's that far off. And
I don't know. I think a lot of people just didn't like the verticality of the maps, and
that's fine.
Generally,
but
wasn't very enjoyable.
I mean,
to play and laggy.
That's fine, but that's how I felt about Battlefield 5 as well, and the people didn't hate that to hell.
They did.
I just
they did.
But I mean, did it get overwhelmingly negative reviews?
I don't know, but no one's liked Battlefield since 4.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I think it struggled, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it has.
And if Call of Duty didn't have Warzone, Call of Duty would be struggling. But
Yeah, that's probably true. By the way, I forgot 2 other games that I didn't mention. I'll just shout out now.
Go on.
Outriders. I played the demo for that. I thought it was kind of fun.
Oh yeah, a lot of people like that. Yeah, Outriders.
Yeah. And Monster Hunter 2, Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin. What a mouthful of a game title. I had fun playing the tutorial or the demo, whatever it was on that. And I could see myself maybe playing that at some point, but it's not. Exactly
I should just quickly mention Resident Evil Village.
Yeah.
It didn't make my top 5, but it's still a great game.
Yeah.
I still had a lot of fun playing it. Yeah. So, it didn't quite make the cut, but it was close. It was very close.
Now this notebook of video game notes is going in my closet where I will put it in my memories box and dig it out in 3 years and look back and go, oh, Bella Italia. Oh, no, that was my order for dinner.
Yeah, that's definitely a pizza joint, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll find.
Raji, Perfect Vermin, Color Assembler. Anyway.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Are we done?
I think we're done.
I mean, we have got a speed pie, but we'll save it for next week.
We'll save it for next week. Yeah,
we'll
exactly.
save it for next. So thank you, Derek, by the way.
Yeah, thank you,
I'm assuming
Derek. I assume it's not about year in review.
It could
or maybe
be,
we should play it because it's about year in review.
We can still do that next week. It's fine.
Okay. Stu has made up his mind. We are not.
I've made a decision.
Your speak pipe is very special to us, Derek.
It is.
Yeah, and remember to write into the show, tell us your top 5 games, and if you've got
we'll
any,
do that next week,
if you've got any funny award or categories any special categories that you want to give, then put them in. So email podcast@veterangamers.co.uk. We will
I had a lot of
read
turds
everything.
of the year last year.
We will.
Looking at my last year top games. Real quick, last year top 5: Hue, Shop Titans, Bright Memory, Light Matter, and The Last of Us 2. So I used to play AAA games.
You've got bright memory there, and you could be playing the full game of that, and you haven't.
I could be, but I'm not.
But you're
that
not.
could be one of my games of the year, but I'm not.
It could have been, but it's not.
I guess I played the demo, so I should talk about it. It was my number 3 last year. Now I don't even want to.
And now you've got the full game. And
I wouldn't piss on it to put it out, put the fire out on it.
Honestly.
All right, that's it, people. Thanks for listening. Should we do shout outs?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
It's time for a shout out. Hey!
Shout out to Antonio because he's dealing with British Gas. Get it together, British Gas. Come on. What are you doing?
Fucking
Come on.
nightmare. The whole gas industry is a fucking gone.
Oh, ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and shout out also to Amar who sent me this interesting news article that I haven't read yet, but I will. And shout out to the Duchess for being awesome.
There you go.
And everybody who joined us in the chat: Jeff Stab, Loveface, Red Van Man, Ian Williams, Big Hoss, and Trite, and formerly known as Sneed, and Corzan.
There you go.
Yeah.
Is that it? Are you done?
That's me.
I'm just going to shout out everybody who sort of joined on the New Year's Eve mix.
Yeah.
Which was you, Duke, and the Duchess. Dan, Armar. I'm trying to remember who came now. There's loads of people. 22 at one point, can I say? Hardly Dan.
22? Oh my God.
22, man.
I know.
Hardly Dan was in there.
Yes.
Who else was in there, dude? There was people.
I don't remember.
I don't know. Just a minute. Let me look. I'll have
Jeff
a look
Stab
at the events.
is Corzan.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah, I don't think he was listening to my mix.
Old people.
You
Was
can't
he
call out
listening?
people for not listening.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
really.
was you not
weren't
listening?
there.
Corzan?
You
What's
weren't
the
there.
matter with
You haven't read my book yet. You haven't read my book. Does that sound good? Is that something?
Yeah,
I
when
should
can
do?
I listen?
Oh.
By the way, when can I listen to
No, we're not doing that. You need to
okay,
finish
who
your
else?
shout
then?
out so we can wrap this up.
We've got also, I don't think John. Ra Finch, he came along. Richard Finch, Dan. Who else was there? Tainted Brain. Oh, Brian. Tainted Brain, Brian. He came. I don't know who else. There was loads of people there.
Everybody who came, thank you.
Oh, thank
Anybody
you.
else?
Yay.
Yes, good job on the mix. Thank you. It was fun.
Thank you very much. That's it. And obviously Derek for sending a speak pipe we didn't play.
Yes. Chinny, what do you got?
Shout out to everybody I disappointed on New Year's night for the fireworks.
Way to go, Mr. Fireworks.
Did you see that clip of London, the London Eye fireworks? Stu,
I didn't.
They
No.
fucked
I
it up as
didn't,
well,
no.
so that makes me
Oh,
feel
did he? Well done then.
Yeah, so they didn't really do well.
Way to breathe, no breath.
Every New Year's Day, Tara and I have a tradition where we watch as many films as we can. But we didn't do very well this year. We only watched 3.
What did you watch?
We watched, the first one was Don't Look Up.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, was it any good?
Well, I'm a big fan of Adam McKay, who wrote and directed it. He
What else has
wrote
he
and
done?
directed Vice.
Oh, yeah, that was good too.
And Vice, honestly, was, oh my God, I love Vice so much. And it's not a great movie to watch when you...
Oh, The Big Short he did, and Step
did,
Brothers.
Yeah, and he did
He's got a
Anchorman.
weird range.
No, he
He's got
didn't do
good
Anchorman.
range.
He did... Yeah, he did Anchorman. He
Step
did
Brothers.
Anchorman.
He did do Anchorman. No,
Yeah.
he did do Anchorman.
Yeah, The Big Short, which was...
Ant-Man.
I thought...
The campaign was pretty good. I liked the campaign.
Yeah, campaign. Is that one where he
Talladega
slaps a
Nights.
baby? That's funny, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like he...
I mean, I'm a Zach Galifianakis fanboy, so I'll
Yeah,
see him in
he's
anything.
brilliant. But like, I don't know. I just thought Leo was great in it, as always.
Yeah.
He's always great. I thought
Elizabeth Lawrence was awesome. Or
Jennifer
whatever her name
Lawrence.
is.
Jennifer Lawrence was
Jennifer
brilliant.
J-Lo.
Yeah, and I think the guy who stole the show in that movie was Jonah Hill. Like he basically
Yeah, he was great.
His inspiration for the character I read up was imagine Fire Festival was a person, and that's how he plays it. So
well, it's Jimmy. What's his name? He is a person.
yeah, well, like I suppose he just means the whole thing as well, but whatever.
Right.
The next movie we watched, which I can't believe it took me this long to watch, was the James Bond movie, No Time to Kill or to Die, or whatever it was, No Time to Die.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I thought it was very good. I'm happy with what they did with that. All good. And then we watched fucking hell. What else did we watch? Oh no. Oh,
by the way, Chinny, you're wrong. The person who stole the show in this movie, Don't Look Up, was Ron Perlman, and you cannot tell me otherwise.
Oh yeah, he was good. Yeah,
just slap the kids.
Yeah,
you fucking piece of shit,
he was
kids.
good.
Move
Because
that flap.
My favorite line from Ron Perlman in the film is he goes, the Red Indians and the normal Indians, they should get
Why
together.
don't y'all-
That'd be
why don't you
great.
team up at some point.
That's
I'd
really
also
good.
like to say hello to the gays. Maybe
Yeah.
you could focus on the mission. Yeah. Sorry. And as the Duchess said, by the way, also just last thing I'll say about this movie, Timothy Chalamet is a lot better as an evangelical skate rat than he is the savior of humankind in Dune.
I've heard.
Not that he was bad in that.
Somebody who works in the movie industry, because that Timothy guy is the new Willy Wonka, by the way.
Yeah, they don't need to be remaking Willy Wonka again already. Come on, what are they doing? Stop it.
He's the new, and somebody I know works on that set. And he's a bit of a knob, that guy, because he demanded that everybody leave the room when he did his performance.
Oh my God!
So there you go.
That's obnoxious.
Anyway, the other movie,
30 Rock. Do not look me in the eyes.
The other movie we watched
third
was
movie. Yes.
Free Guy, which is the Ryan Reynolds movie, like video game movie.
Yeah, haven't seen that.
And I thought it was fun. Like, I mean, don't expect much. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But it's a fun movie. Like I said to Tara, like this is just a fun, switch your brain off movie. It was good. It was
cool.
There's plenty in there for gamers and stuff. It was all right. It did what it said on the tin. So I'm happy with that. And then Tara fell asleep, and I watched the South Park COVID special thing, which I didn't think was very good.
The new season of Big Mouth is good. It's not great, but it does some interesting stuff. I like how it ended.
I can't watch Big Mouth anymore.
By the way, we started trying to watch the spoof of the 2021 year in review thing on Netflix.
Death's 2021.
Fuck the year,
that tried to do like the Screen Wipe thing or whatever it is, the year wipe.
There was one last year, wasn't there? That's why.
It wasn't that. I didn't think it was that funny, to be honest. A couple of things were funny, but I thought most of it was
really be funny about this year.
Yeah, I was a bit like, nah.
Well, you can be funny about 2020 because it was all new, I suppose. But like, it's just like
that.
it just becomes beyond a joke. Like, and you're like, So yeah, shout out to Tara.
I thought Hugh Grant was funny in it.
I didn't watch it. I haven't watched.
He's got talent.
Yeah, he was quite funny. Well,
all right, that's it. We're done. Thank you for listening, everybody.
I think we're done.
The end of the show. You fucking pricks. Turn the podcast off. Oh, wait, you don't need to do that because it'll turn off when it ends. Why don't you listen to another podcast, you ungrateful fuck?
Red Van Man, Red Van Man, Red Van Man.
So there you go.
Red Van Man, driving his van. Oh my God, some post to look at that post. Look at that sunrise, look at that post. Why is he coming at 2 o'clock in the afternoon? What happened to the post in the morning? All the fuck. Shit on the road, shit on the road, shit on the road. Get over the shit.
And now it's got hot new games like The Legend of Soltar.
Plus it cures all diseases, dude.
All right, I know I'm an obnoxious English teacher, but Red Van Man, you've got to use some punctuation, man. Here's how I read your comment. Enjoyed the show normally, and listen when it works. So we'll listen again through the week. Happy New Year, all the best, lads. And it's
you know
what does that mean?
You know what, Duke? I know how you feel.
Because you write a lot without proper punctuation.
No,
either.
because
so when you read back out your sentences, you go, "What the hell was I writing here?"
No, because I proofread all of Millie's assignments for university.
Okay. Yeah, and she takes after her old man, huh?
Oh my God, no, I'm pretty good at grammar.
No, you're not. I'm sorry. I love you, Stuart.
You
but
are.
when you write, you've got a lot of punctuation mistakes. I'm sorry.
Wow.
When you
write. When do I write?
Put words on the page.
When have you
I don't know, but I know I've seen
written?
a bunch of stuff that I'm like,
I don't
God,
think that's true.
When? Well, how about this? Every time you do that on Twitter, I'll make a note of it. How's that?
You can do. You can do that.
Pull up fucking Twitter right now. Go ahead.
You can do that.
You touched a nerve.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a jerk. I don't really bring it up much because I know how easy it is for me to be an obnoxious prick.
Eric, there's no way to correct
You are talking bullshit.
There's no way to correct somebody's grammar without sounding like a jerk.
I know. That's why I try not to do it.
Send me an example.
I will. I'm looking on your Twitter right now.
Twitter shit.
I will.
Send me
bet you it won't take me more than 5 minutes.
Go on then.
Now we're not doing that. I'm stopping the recording right now.
Come on then. You do that and send me
I stopped the recording.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Don't you fucking bullshit me.
Oh no! What have you done?
All right. First of all, okay, fine. This one from yesterday.
Yesterday.
First of all, okay.
Yesterday.
Yeah. Yesterday. Here's the New Year's Eve mix from last night. Hope you like it. All right. That was the tweet.
That's one sentence. There's no
it should be 2 sentences. It's a comma splice.
No, it shouldn't. No, it doesn't.
Stuart, do you know what an
You
independent
just said it
clause
as
is?
one sentence and it sounded absolutely fine.
But grammar and punctuation are not about how it sounds. It's about what's correct.
Yeah, it is.
And
It's
and
how
what's
it
correct.
reads.
Yeah. No, look, there are
Yeah, no.
there
Which is
Yeah,
it, yes
no.
or no?
It's both, because there's prescriptive grammar and there's descriptive grammar. Descriptive grammar is how people talk in the real world. That's how it sounds. And you're absolutely right. But by that logic, punctuation doesn't need to exist at all.
So there's a tweet here. Don't forget to join me live in the mix to bring in the new year in 12 hours.
Hang on a second. Let me finish saying
What's
what
wrong
I was
with
saying
that?
about this. First of all, if you're going to ignore the rules of grammar by saying it doesn't matter because people know what I meant, or its flows sound well, it
Oh my
sounded great,
God.
then there's no reason for me to even talk
I
about
want
this, which
to
is why I
die.
don't usually bring it up. But since you came at me, it's
You
a
came
comma
at me.
splice.
Yeah. Well,
You came at Millie. I came at Red
I
Van
didn't
Man,
come
and
at
then you
Millie.
brought up Millie, and then I was like, well, if you're going to have a go at Millie, I'm going to have
You
a
know
go
what?
at you.
I was sympathizing with you because I proofread all her assignments.
Well, I'm sympathizing with you too. Anyway,
I've noticed that
and
no one's
you're
said
being a dick.
no one said how good my grammar is.
I am being a dick. I know. I'm
Yeah, you
not
are.
ignorant of that.
No one's
I'm
mentioned
sorry. I
but
don't
Chinny, but
like
Chinny
to
has
be.
great.
Chinny yours is whatever.
Mine's
Um,
awful.
There's
Okay,
nothing
so
wrong
it should
with
be a
that
semicolon
sentence.
or a period instead of a comma. And New Year's needs an apostrophe.
Wait a minute. I can't even find
New
that.
Year's
Oh.
Eve. New Year's Eve mix. New Year's Eve needs an apostrophe.
You know
'cause
why you
Eve
can't
is-
find it? Shit,
it's-
you've just
it's
deleted it. That's
possessive.
why.
I know I can't find it. The last
Well,
week
it's
I
there.
couldn't
I don't
find-
know what to
All right,
tell you.
okay, I've got it here. Here's the New Year's Eve from last night. Hope you like it.
Yeah, New Year's Eve apostrophe needs an apostrophe.
Yeah, maybe. I
Maybe.
guess.
Maybe.
I
Yeah.
agree. But the comma's fine. I think you're being
No, it's
very
not.
pedantic.
It's so,
Yeah, it is.
It's look up comma
being totally
splice and tell me.
pedantic.
Look up comma
That doesn't
splice.
need a semicolon.
Look up comma splice.
What? What the fuck is comma splice?
Exactly. I'm not
Do you know
trying to be
what?
a
Do you know what
jerk.
the problem is here, dude? Americans
What's that?
don't speak proper English.
You think a comma splice is an American
I
invention?
don't even know what a comma splice is.
Oh,
That's
God.
not my fault, and it's not an Americanism.
Chitty,
Just because
do
you don't know what
a comma
it is.
splice
I'm
is?
not. I'm not. a
I
good-
wasn't
I'm
told
not
that
a
at
good-
school.
You probably don't know exactly why a
Just a
lady
minute, I'm even
Macbeth was
looking
able
this
to
up now. What
convince
the hell
Macbeth
is
to
a
kill the
comma
king. That
splice?
doesn't mean it's an
Oh, here
American
we go. Comma
invention.
splice. When you join two independent clauses with a comma and no conjunction is called a comma splice. Some people
Yes, two
consider it a
independent
type
clauses.
of run-on sentence, while other
Yes,
people
two
think it's a
independent
punctuation
clauses.
error. It's a punctuation error. No, that's not right, is it? If it's an error.
What?
It says here, some people consider this a punctuation error.
Why aren't you
Yeah, a comma
recording
splice
this?
is a punctuation error.
Yeah, that means it's
Which
not
is what you
right,
did.
doesn't it?
Right. You made a comma splice, which is a punctuation error.
I don't even know how that's wrong as a sentence.
Stu, this is like me
Well, the
telling
reason
you
it's
how
wrong
to-
is because it's two independent clauses that are joined only by a comma. You cannot use comma alone.
Why is it an
to join two
independent clause? Here's a New Year's Eve mix from last night. Hope you like it.
Okay, I'll explain.
That works perfectly. I pause because that's what a comma does.
That's not the only thing a comma does.
It isn't.
And in the case of two independent clauses, it's not just a pause. It's joining them together. Here's the thing. Look, an independent clause is a sentence that can stand by itself, right? Here's the New Year's Eve mix from last night. That's one sentence, right? I hope you like it is another. Now you left the
I didn't
I
put
off, which
I,
is
though,
fine.
did I? I didn't
It's
put
fine.
I.
It's okay. It's implied.
I didn't.
I'm
No,
not,
it isn't.
I'm
I
not
didn't
mad
put it.
that you left
I didn't
I
put it.
out. It's okay. It doesn't matter. But it's still, you have an independent clause. It's an independent, it could stand by its own as a sentence. Hope you like it. And
Yeah,
because
but it's
each
such
of
a
those,
short sentence. Would you bother? It's not even
Well-
a sentence. It's 4 words. Is that a sentence?
Yes, you know what the
Yes.
shortest
What-
sentence in the
how
world
do you
is?
define,
Do you know what the shortest? I
how do
know
you-
this one.
Go on.
what's the shortest sentence in the world?
Go. Go.
Go.
Oh, is that it?
Go.
Go. Here's
Yeah,
me
because
going,
it's
go.
an implied subject, you, and then the
Oh,
verb
my
go.
God.
Yes.
Anyway.
Fuck you, Stu.
Again, I'm not trying to
By
be
the
a jerk.
way, Chinny's done all right with her scores, even though I've been proofreading. So, you know, just saying,
Chinny?
it's
Yeah,
Twitter.
Millie. You said Chinny.
It's Twitter.
You said Chinny.
Yeah. No, I said Millie.
No, you said
I said
Chinny's
Millie's
doing all right.
No, I didn't. I said
Yes,
Millie's
you
been
did.
doing all. Well, whatever.
I know when my name's being said.
Oh my God, I said Millie as far as I know, but hey ho, we'll know because it's not being recorded anymore, so we won't, I guess.
Still streaming though.
Oh, it's still
Well,
streaming.
now that I look
we'll
at
double
it,
check, man.
since you asked me to go in on you, Stu, you got comma splices all over this Twitter
God.
account. Now again,
for
it doesn't
God's
matter. I'm
sake.
not trying to be a jerk,
Oh,
but all I'm saying is,
no, you're being a
if
jerk.
Millie's got a problem with writing, maybe you could both work on your writing together.
Don't forget
That's
to
all.
join in the mix, live in the mix to bring in the new year. Mm.
What about this one from December 3rd? And this is the last one I'll say. I'll shut up
Oh,
after this.
this is like
Since
he's had to
since
look
you
back a
insist
month,
on,
a
since
month,
you insist.
a
So
month,
what?
by
It
the
took
way.
me
Can I just
3
say it's
minutes
a
to
month?
find it. It's Friday.
A month.
Time to relax and get ready for the weekend. Here's some tunes to help.
Yeah.
Exclamation point.
Yeah.
There's 3 independent clauses there, all joined by commas, and then an exclamation point at the end.
So what would you suggest to do?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
would. It's Friday! Exclamation point. Or it's Friday. Period. Time to relax and get ready for the weekend. Period. Here are some tunes to help! Exclamation point.
You would.
Why?
You would.
Why
put-
can't you just do a
Why
pause?
can't you do a
Look,
comma?
Yeah. I'm sorry,
Because a
dude.
comma-
You're fucking
because
wrong.
No, Stu.
You're wrong, man.
I'm not
It's
saying he's
because
wrong. I'm
you
not saying
have
he's wrong.
you have 3 independent clauses. Now, here's another way you could do it. It's Friday, period. Time to relax and get ready for the weekend, comma, so here's some tunes to help. Or,
I don't know.
and
I don't
here's
know
some
whether I
tunes to
agree
help.
to-
Now,
but
the
that's
reason
not how
I
we were
wouldn't,
taught at school.
well, I don't know what to tell you about your English teachers. First of all, I don't know that that's true. But B, if you were taught that you should create comma splices, I don't know what to say. That's incorrect. Your teachers were wrong.
Hold on. See, I'm not saying you're wrong, Dick. I'm just trying to.
He is wrong. He's wrong.
No. I'm just trying to figure it
I'm
out.
telling you
can't be
something
wrong.
you're not
He's an
familiar
English
with.
teacher.
Right.
He's
And
an
the
English
way
teacher.
that a lot of people deal with that is to go, that must be wrong. I don't know that, so it must be wrong, which
That's
is what
how
Stu's doing.
idiots
That's
deal
fine.
with it, Dick. Right.
Yeah, it
so,
is.
Well, that's how
You're
a lot
wrong,
of
dude.
people
You're
deal
wrong.
with it.
So
So here's the thing. Look.
Go on.
So all right, let's say let's take Stu out of this. Let's close his Twitter feed and stop this me being a jerk about him.
Yeah.
And let's say, okay, let's have 2 sentences. I love video games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I play them all the time. Okay. Those
Yeah,
are
that's
2
it. That's
sentences.
obviously
Okay,
2 sentences.
now,
yeah, okay.
Right. Okay. So we agree that they're 2 sentences. Okay.
Yep,
so
yep.
you could join them with
But
a semicolon. You could leave them as 2 sentences.
Yeah,
You
so
could join them with a
it's Friday, semicolon. Time to relax and get ready for the weekend. Here's some
why are you
tunes
reading the
to help.
fucking tweet again?
I thought we were leaving the tweet out.
Leave the tweet.
Let's use
Oh, right.
this
Okay,
example.
I'm just
I
saying,
love
I'm
video
just
games.
saying.
I play them all the time. Okay.
I love
So,
video games. I play them all the time.
Right. So you can join them with a semicolon. You can leave them as
Yep,
2
yep.
sentences, or you can use a comma and a conjunction. I love video games, comma, so I play them all the time.
Yeah, I get you.
Okay.
Does that make
So
sense?
so
I
why?
kind of agree, but
let's
who
go back.
cares on Twitter?
Let's go back. Let's go back. So, I love video games. I play them all the time. Why
Mm-hmm.
would you use a semicolon, or instead of a instead of a period?
Instead of a full stop? No, that's a good question. And the answer is it depends on the situation. There are some sentences that work better as one. It's called a complex sentence if you have a semicolon. Some sentences just are more fluid that way because a full stop is, as it says, a full stop, and a semicolon is more of a. It's obviously think about it this way: a comma is a very brief pause, a semicolon is a longer pause, and a full stop is a full stop.
Yeah.
But that's why a comma is not enough of a pause to separate 2 independent clauses, because it is a brief pause. You need a more serious pause, or a comma and a conjunction to join 2 independent clauses.
Nobody cares.
I'm
Well,
not saying they
a
should.
lot of people
I'm
care. A
totally
lot of
not
people
saying they
I
should.
guess.
I usually don't bring this up, especially on Twitter, because it doesn't matter on Twitter. Obviously, the
To
only
be fair,
point is,
right,
do people
I'll be
understand-
honest with you, dude. I do take it more seriously when I'm proofreading Millie's assignments.
Yeah, of course, as you should. I'm not.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, and
I do.
that was why I had my tongue in cheek when I said Red Van Man. However, in the case of Red Van Man, this isn't true for you, really, in the case of those tweets, but in a way, it sort of is. You know, the purpose of punctuation is to help the reader to parse or make sense of whatever the person is writing.
Yeah, it totally
Now,
is.
In your case, when you use commas, that helps us. You know, technically.
Oh my God,
it should
Love
be a
Face is
semicolon, who
back just
cares?
to add to it.
No,
Oh, for fuck's sake. They're not even using words, so fuck them.
No, they are.
But a comma it helps us break apart the sentence. And Red Van Man was not using any punctuation, so they just had a whole bunch of words all, and we have to, and it's not a huge deal, but it does take us a little more work to say, okay, what are they saying? What's the point they're trying to, make? So, God, there's still people listening to this shit.
I get you, I do. But you could read my stuff and it would make sense, regardless
yes, it would.
of the fact
and,
it hasn't.
Right, and exactly. So that's why I don't really mean to be a jackass about it, because I don't mention it in general, so long as people understand what you mean. I should.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Shouldn't say I don't. I should say I shouldn't mention it. But that's my I have to be in that highly aware mode when I'm grading students' papers, especially in an AP class. And so I can't just turn it off when I look at Twitter. I wish.
I do agree. I do understand where you're coming from.
Can you see the
grammar Nazi? Yes.
Can you see the screen? So I'm gonna play this clip here, and this is you,
okay.
Duke. You ready? There you go. I don't know. I'm not smart enough to know, Duke. I don't know. I say H, but it's H. To be honest, I don't spend a lot of time thinking about it, and if I did, I wouldn't correct them on it because I'm not a twat. But I can't. I don't say words very good anyway, right? I didn't even say. I don't pronounce words very well anyway. Like, I know that. So for me to pick up on somebody's grammar or their pronunciation on words is like, I don't know, like a racist saying, "Oh, that's a bit strong, isn't it?" You know what I mean? It's like I can't do it. That's an American. We say schedule. I say schedule, but yeah. Yeah, garage. We would say garage. Yeah. Garage. See, laugh is one. So laugh. How do you say laugh, Stu? Yeah, well, laugh is because like, in London they say laugh, don't they? They do. They do. They do. Like they. If I that is such a laugh. That's like a. Yeah, but that's water. Yeah, water. Water. He's not. He's from Slough, isn't he? He's not. I think he is. Yeah. Like Ricky Gervais, I love the guy. He's very lazy, so he doesn't go that far. Like Afterlife and Derek are literally filmed in his fucking hometown. Fucking. It sounds like you're trying to get your own degree. Yeah, but they probably went, that's not bad for someone in their 20s. And they go, that was someone in their 40s. I'm like, oh, fucking hell. That's the time. That's the time to abandon her as a parent. No. Is it digital, Stu? Is it digital? So what you should do is highlight all of it and go, that's what I think needs rephrasing. Work on that. Um. Yeah, this is my snook. Yeah. Down on the cool. It's kind of like when they throw the fucking long bird on the quarterback. What? It's kind of with the Super Bowl, the Alaska Nuggets. What? Yeah. No. Well, to be fair, a lot of the war didn't age well. Yeah. There's literally there's one episode where they go, so this laptop connects to the internet. The internet? What's that? It's like, wow. Yo, what's the fucking film? Season 2. Season 2. What's the fucking film? Hey, you put a fucking card and you put it in the computer. Fucking what the fuck? Jesus. What's that? Whoop whoop. Oh, and night. Yeah. Fucking hell, I haven't looked at this for a while. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Oh, look at Manchester. It's fucked. Where's Stu? You're about here. No, it rebuffers when you get a bit closer. Charlie, Layla, it's black. Fucking everybody. I know. Everybody knows somebody who's got it. Hmm. Oh shit. No, see this black area in this map. That's me. Oh no. Well, no, this over here, this is called Shit Town. Like no, but like this is no, no. But like honestly, look, the people who live over here, you can't give them a high 5. You have to give them a high 6. You know what I mean? They're a bit, but like this is the city centre here, so this is very dense around here. But I live here. Hmm. Fucking hell. Some people are just so extra. So you gotta have it twice. I can't. But I haven't got it. I haven't had it. Touch wood. But like, yeah. But like, if they're all off, then you won't get it. That's terrible for that guy. I feel sorry for them. But, like, that's kind of like... People always talk about... Yeah, but people always talk about those stories, though. It's like... I know, but, like... But it's just the thousands and thousands of people that don't go through that. No. And your grammar's bad. You've got to be unlucky. Yeah. Yeah. Bye. Okay. Well, sorry about that. I'm drawing the coronavirus. That's so sad. I know, but at the same time, it is rare though. It's unlucky for them. I'm not dismissing them, but it's not very often. Mhm. It's not real. But you've got to live your life though. That's the problem, isn't it? Like you've got to like for how long it's been going on. At first, everybody was like, "Yeah, we'll stay indoors, we'll behave," but like, yeah, but now you're missing life, and you're like, mm, yeah, mm, yeah. It's almost like you've just got to keep the boosters up, keep the jabs up, and then eventually you gotta get it, and yeah, that's it. Like, have you've had one? Yeah. Oh, you had it. I mean, I only had mine about 3 weeks ago. Yeah, probably do another one because the booster is like a cocktail. It's not. Yeah, but it's not just Pfizer though. If you read it, you read that. So if you read it, it's a cocktail of different things. So it's not just like um, Pfizer and that's it. It's like a bit of the flu stuff and a bit of this and a bit of yeah, yeah, but no one's. I'm guessing nobody's died from it though at work. Yeah, but the ones that are really ill could have died, and the ones that are not very ill could have been really ill. I'm quite proud of this little picture of. Yeah, get the PlayStation in there. Mm. Do you think there's going to be another lockdown in the UK? No, not at this point. No, I feel like there should be some restrictions though, like large crowds. Well, that's all right. Slow it down a bit. Like I think slow it, like calm it down a bit is just like the one. What do you think of my little coronavirus? Now, what do you think of my little drawing? That's pretty good. It's all right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There's only like 8 residents at your place, isn't there? Jesus, there's no one there. Who'd have thought we're still here, eh? It's mad. So my story was the last week of work, yeah. On the last week of work, we go out for a meal on the Tuesday. Me and Tom are in the van all day Wednesday together. So on Wednesday, we was in the van all day together. We filmed all day together, and we ate lunch together. And on the way back, went to the service stations together, ate some food there, all the way. Right. In the van, we didn't wear masks. When we're filming, we do. And Tom drove, then I drove, then Tom drove, then I drove. So really, we were mixing and stuff. And then Thursday, we had a buffet. And then Friday, we had a buffet, like in the office. I get a ping on my phone going, somebody's got COVID that you've been near. Ed at work gets a ping. Tom gets a ping. And we all message each other going, like, right, have everybody been pinged? Yeah, I've been pinged. So I go for a PCR. This is the week before Tom, the guy that I sat in the van with all day, all right? I rang him up and said, oh, are you all right? And he was like, oh, I've just got a bit of a scratchy throat. Like, I'm all right. And then it got worse and worse. And I was thinking, I took a PCR that morning, thinking, fucking hell, look, I've got it. All right? And you get paranoid, don't you? You go, oh, here we go. And I'm thinking, if I get it, I ruin Christmas Day because that's going to be with my mum and dad. I ruin Boxing Day because we're supposed to go to Manchester. I ruin the day after. I ruin everything. I ruin Christmas basically for Tara if I get it. If I've got it, that means Tara's got it. You know what I mean? So I took this PCR. I took this PCR, and I didn't have it. Amazingly, I didn't have it. I don't know how, because Tom never did anything else but work, and he's like, I don't know how else I could have got it. And like, I must have had it when I've had it in the van. I was like, I don't know. And then we threw a New Year's gathering last couple of nights ago for New Year's Eve, and Pete rang me and said, "Oh, Kira's got it," which is his daughter-in-law, or stepdaughter, daughter-in-law. Yeah. So. You got it. Yeah. Yeah. It says here on the news, Israel's top health advisor says that the surge of Omicron cases could see the country reach COVID herd immunity. When will it end? Wow. There's treatment for it now, isn't there? So when you get it, you can. Okie dokie. I think we're still streaming. Yeah, there's no one.